All right. Thank you, Maziel, for doing for asking me to do the session for you. And today I'm just kind of gonna let you talk about anything you want to ask me questions or in the session, and then we was gonna talk about the artwork and everything that you want me to kind of do some AI custom artwork for you, and maybe of the star family or um, whatever you're kind of looking for with that. With the I don't know if you want SSP stuff or yeah, you'll just have to tell me so I get it right for you. So yeah,
Okay.
go ahead and you take the floor with that.
Um, I'm not really sure how to be opening up on this because I wasn't sure if you're doing an energetic scan and then asking me questions
Oh,
or
oh,
I really wasn't sure of
yeah,
the process.
yeah. I just I didn't know if you had questions about your hypnosis session or anything you want me to look at, remote view questions further,
Absolutely.
like
Yeah.
expanding in that way. So we'll just do
Hmm.
that first, and then at the end, then you can talk to me about the artwork and stuff like that. You know? Yeah.
Perfect. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just needed that little walkthrough because I wasn't sure the
How to
process.
do it.
So,
Yeah.
um, at this point where I am on this dimensional timeline, I am pretty much, I feel, fully integrated into all my versions of self, and I have memories of different um, spaces where I was a different type of being, and when I visited this planet, and when I've been off world. Um, when I had my session with Drago, it confirmed SSP stuff, but there was still a little bit of blockages in there. And two things that I found interesting because something happened last night, and I found it interesting because it had to do with you guys' appointments, which I think would be good to know. So the night before I had an appointment with him, I heard James Rink say Max Spears. Is that his name?
Uh-huh.
Max Spears? Because I'm not familiar with him. This is all really new to me. So I had to go watch videos. I've heard of him before because of the event that we helped James Rink with, but I really don't know a lot about this guy. We try and catch up with so much information. So I went back in to find out more who he is. And because I don't think that message was for me, I felt maybe it was more for Drago because I was going to see him. So maybe it was like a confirmation or something.
Yep.
So in
Because he's on our
synchronicity,
team. He's on our team, you know? All of us like that. And you're on the
mm,
Drago's team too, right? With his yeah. So he's on our team. Max and James, we're all on a team.
yeah,
But
I
it's
never
just
got to meet him. I just got to catch up on watching the videos that he did. I think
mm-hmm.
it was in Europe something that it was recorded, and I read on some history and his mom on an interview. Um, but last night when I was in my theta, you popped in, and
Uh,
you never pop in
uh-huh.
ever,
Cool.
ever, ever. Okay,
Cool.
and it was you, and I think, and I'm not sure if it was because Bryn sent these pictures that she created. It
Mm-hmm.
was me in it too, but there was a Grand Canyon experience with my session with Drago. And when I had closed my eyes and I went into theta state, I usually get pulled into an energy field or I just wind up somewhere. So I was back at the Grand Canyon area and I had little different like experiences as I was coming in and out of sleep because I kept coming out of that. It wasn't even sleep. It's like right before that sleep state, they go into theta. But at one point I started coughing, but I knew what happened because when I went in, I had seen this blue light, like it looked like a protective field, but
Mm.
for the dark side, right?
Oh.
And that it was coming off, and then I went, oh, I said, what's happening here? This is by the cave area. It was open, and then all I saw was the word Zeta Reticuli, and I woke up. It was like it pulled me back out, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
After that, when I closed my eyes, I went back in. All of a sudden, I saw you, me, and I think it was Bryn. It was another girl there. I wasn't too familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was her. But all of us three were at the front of the cave, and there were these honeycombs, and these honeycombs were red and orange, like on the bottom. And we were sitting there. We were like thinking of what was going to be the operation going in and analyzing the situation of what was there. right?
Yeah.
Right there, I started coughing. When I
Mm,
started coughing, it got me back out of the theta state. I said, something's trying to stop me from doing or completing a job here,
mhm,
right?
mhm.
So then after that, what was it that I had seen? Hold on, my husband's in the room. What insect that I saw?
I thought you said it was an ant.
An ant. So
Ant,
no. So what happened was
ant,
I
yeah.
don't know anything about ant people, but I know you've been posting on it, but I haven't been able to watch a video on it. But when I did with the research for the cave that dealt with the honeycomb, guess
Yep.
what, Christy? There
The
was a
ant.
reference to the Hopi and ant people. I'm like,
Cool.
oh,
Yeah. They're the
this
elder, like the elders,
this is
of the Hopi.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, I have a session with you today. This
Uh-huh.
happened the night before, and I'm like, I don't know anything about ant people. I just know she did a video, and I didn't even get to watch it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is all relating somehow. She might be able to put this together. But I found it to be so interesting that the night before that happened to me with Draco, and that day after that happened with Draco, I didn't even get to see him at that appointment. There was a glitch in the system.
Oh
And when I
no.
got there, yeah, there was a glitch in the system. When I got there too, like I didn't remember that he said that he called me like for the Airbnb or like hotel meetup or anything like that. So I showed up at the tattoo spot, right?
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, this is the base. But before I got there, I had seen all these structures and matrices. I do grid work and I can see
Oh,
certain things. And
uh-huh.
so as I was approaching the area, I started seeing this matrix and other things that the naked eye can't see,
Mm,
right?
I got chills.
And then
Mm-hmm.
when I get there, as I'm walking toward his place, I feel like I'm being watched,
Oh.
but that's from the other realm. And then I do my clearing, and I did my clearing and reshielding and cloaking, and then I get there, and it turns out to be a glitch. I and even my GPS didn't even want to get me there. I had to use Google Maps, Apple, Waze, and then when I was getting closer to him, it kept spinning and spinning around like something in the field is trying not to let us
Ooh.
connect.
Wow.
So we wound up
Wow.
rescheduling it. He felt so bad, and I told him don't feel bad because it wasn't his fault. It was just me relying on this glitch in the computer, and I totally forgot he said we were gonna connect before. So we fixed it. We got to the appointment, and we did a lot of work in there, in going in and confirming some information. So we did confirm that I had a walk in at age 12. I was about
Mm.
12 years old. So I had passed away when I was 12. I
Uh-huh.
remember I was looking at my body, like hovering over my body when the doctors were working on it. And it was somebody in the staff that the doctor said that no one fit that description. So
Okay. So it's
Okay,
like a
when you get
guide or something, maybe?
what?
Maybe like a guide or something like that there instead, or like the doctor was a guide or
Okay, so what happened was, they, in the middle of the night, my mom went to change her clothes because she usually stays with me in the hospital. And let me backtrack a little in case
yeah,
there's a
because you're
thread that
just
you
12,
need to
because you're just
see.
12 years old and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
since I was an infant till about 17 years old, I was in and out of the hospital, and I would stay there for asthma related things, right?
Asthma.
But when I was about between the age of 7 and 8, I think that was about the age I should have been about third or fourth grade. I had passed out. They took me to the hospital. There was a doctor there. He injected me with the wrong thing. He paralyzed me, and then he
Oh
said it
no.
was a mistake that it should wear off. So that was my first medical mishap, right? Then around 12 years old, um, my mom went to change her clothes, and then before she came back, what had happened was somebody came in, but I'm a very light sleeper, always have been. And when the doctor, what seemed to be a doctor, walked in a lab coat, he put something in my IV, and he went like, go to sleep, and
Uh-huh.
I looked at him and I was like, hmm. So he walked out, but the next thing I knew, I called it at that age, my body was jumping up and down, which is what we call today a seizure. And when that happened, I must have passed away in between that because I just remember hovering over my body, and there were doctors and nurses around it, and they were working on it. And all I heard was the doctor say, I can't feel a pulse. I can't feel a pulse. that other doctor that injected me, they said there was no one that fit that description on staff. So, whether they just wanted to play a card that they didn't want to get sued and somebody did something wrong, or that there's somebody that walked in with a lab coat to create this crime for ticks or whatever the case is. But now finding out about this thread and this whole targeting thing, it all makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So so we confirmed that I was a walk-in, that I had a walk-in experience.
Did you see what that doctor was? Was it a reptilian?
Oh, no, I didn't see what it was. We didn't revisit the actual event. It was asking when I was in that state of hypnosis if I had a walk-in during that time, because he asked during this state and whatever took place, is there a walk-in? So, yeah, that was pretty much it. And then it got confirmed.
If there was an agreement.
Oh, he asked if it was an agreement. Wait, my husband was in the room. And what else?
Yeah.
He said, was there an agreement between the 12-year-old and you to walk in? And you said yes. And he said, why? And you said, because she was too sweet and kind.
Innocent, too pure. And it was true, because I remember when I was a little girl, like where I was born and raised, it was in a space of very low density.
So you needed someone like else that was going to be stronger. So a stronger person walked in now?
Yeah.
Is that, did you have another walk-in, or is that you now that could do
I
the
don't
work?
know if there was another walk-in experience. That's why
He also asked, was that a contract that the 12-year-old made, and did she know that? And did you know that ahead of time? Yeah.
And what?
I don't remember what.
And what'd she say? Yes or no?
Yeah, she said yes, the 12-year-old knew, and yes, you knew.
Okay. So it's something contracted then. So you're like probably your mission, probably your assignment or something, ready to do your
I feel
work.
that because around that age and throughout my teen years, I've seen a lot of what's already happening today. I've had a lot of prophetic visions. And from a very young age, I already had healing hands, and I was able to remove entities, but I used to think that it was because, we are raised religiously indoctrinated. I thought it was just because of my faith, believing in Jesus and stuff like that. Well,
okay, so then after that, then after you are in the body, after you came back into your body and woke up, and then did anybody sense anything different, or what happened with your mother, like when you came back, or anything?
Well, my mom was distraught. My mom was distraught, crying, and the doctor just asked, "What's my name?" I think he asked how old I was, like basic questions, I guess, to see if I was mentally competent, remembering who I was at the time, which I answered okay. I knew my name and
because you
like
flatlined. You have flatlined.
He didn't. I didn't ask those questions. He just.
But you did float out of your body.
I did float out of my body, and I heard them say that they couldn't find a pulse, and then they did something to my body to bring me back. I don't know if they gave an injection.
Probably the shock thing, those shock things.
I was wondering if they just restarted my heart, because I know they could do that too with a shot. But there was some pause in between the death and the coming out of the body that all of a sudden I was just viewing them.
Okay, and then in that session, then did you see who the being? I mean, it's part of your soul group, and everything that steps in. So did you see what they look like, the new walk-in? Did you find out? Okay.
No, I always thought it was me. It didn't even come into my mind. Even in the session, it was something that had to get unblocked, because I had a friend that had told me, that's when she had asked me, because I started coming into this information, and she said, oh, so when I told her about that cure, she goes, is that when your walk-in came in? I'm like, walk-in? I'm like, I hope I have a walk-in. I don't want to know I actually died and another soul came in, right?
No, it's part of your soul group and everything. It's not like a stranger or nothing. It's contracted, so they come in to take over a new. But I think, are you like an indigo one then, or something? Like they talk about, like the indigo ones they have walk-ins because their spirit is really strong, and they can handle several spirits coming in through their body, and doing that too. So probably indigo one then. And now you know your mission. Maybe the first half was just mission, just to probably heal family stuff, and then now you're 12, and did the asthma go away? Did you have any of those symptoms after that?
No,
Everything
it
went away?
stopped. It stopped when I turned. Well, I stopped staying in a hospital when I turned 19 because I
Oh,
got
you
into the
got,
holistic field,
okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
then I learned how to control it better. But I was still on asthma medications till
Okay.
about 3 years ago when I did self hypnosis on myself and I did Akashic healing and I cured it.
Okay, so it's like a
But
other lifetime
recently I had
trauma.
allergies flare up and it's giving me difficulty breathing. So I'm like, okay, I missed something in my self hypnosis. I got to fix that. But
Yeah.
up to that
Maybe it
point,
just
yeah, I stopped using
it's like
medication.
from other timeline, of something happening, I guess, that you're carrying. All you have to do is like say to yourself, you want to pull those contracts out, like maybe facing an aspect of yourself that carried that energy of the asthma, the whoever whichever lifetime it was, till it to come forth. And then you say that you want to have the contract, show me the contract that we made to have this asthma experience and everything. Put it like on the table here, and then like pick it up, and then now you're just gonna burn the contract, because you don't need that this time, so you don't need that. So now the ashes falling on the table, and you can gather it all up and then just send it to source, and then you can hold her here like this aspect of you, and also just send her to source, and all those things for purification and healing. And and source will do what needs to be done with her and heal her and put her wherever it's needed to. You don't have to control that part. You just send it all to source, and then it's gone. You don't have that contract with her no more to have
Yeah,
asthma.
I've done
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
number of tools. That one's
Yep.
a little bit more different
Yeah.
that I can do.
That's
It
simple to
happens
do.
to be
Hmm.
an allergy to animals or something in the climate lately that
Oh, okay.
started triggering it, but that's been more recent.
Hmm. Feel like it has
So
something to
definitely
do
there's
with
something
some of
in
their
there.
food, food stuff or dust in their thing, like dust, maybe something they're spraying in it, something like
Yeah.
that with food wise, in that way. Maybe something with that's gotten, it could be because you pour it and it
Well,
comes the
it
dust
started
from it.
when I came into a household where there was 2 dogs and 2 cats, and I haven't been around anything like that during the time that I did the cure.
Yeah.
And then that like somehow reactivated everything. But then also in the land that I'm in, there
Oh,
must be something I'm super allergic to in the woods.
oh,
Um,
okay. Maybe some
yeah.
allergy.
So
Just,
yeah, there's definitely something in the air. But I do a
oh,
lot of like self work that turns everything on, and to get myself to breathe. Sometimes I still have to take like something for the allergy to open it up, but I
yeah.
don't have any inhalers. I'm not using anything like that.
Yeah, you're trying
But
to
it's
beat
definitely
it.
some type of reaction. But I'll
Yeah.
bring it forward again to source.
Yeah, yeah, like that, because maybe that would help. Maybe I don't even, sometimes we don't even have to, we just have to say the, the aspect of me that's allergic to pet dander or pets, and the woods, anything, allergies and stuff, just come forward right now, like from any timeline, all timelines. And then, you're pulling it back like, wherever far back it is, you're pulling it all the way
Right.
forward, and then you
Yeah.
want them to heal too. You don't want to keep carrying that with you, so you're just all the contracts that said I'm going to have asthma and be allergic to dogs and cats and dander and the woods of something, whatever pollen, whatever it is, then so we're just going to go ahead and burn this, because we don't need to be allergic to anything anymore,
Right. Yeah. And I've always
and
been in nature, always been with animals, regardless of the case.
yeah, yeah,
Like I didn't let it like become a
yeah,
blockage, but it's annoying now at
yeah,
this
yeah.
point.
Yeah, it
It's
is,
annoying.
because it bothers you when you go and visit somebody and your eyes start to really water bad, like
Yeah, yeah.
that too. Uh-huh. Okay, so I know you have light codes in you too, so I've been writing
Yeah.
that. I know
Oh, wow, that is
you
so
have
powerful.
the light codes in you. So okay, so now so after you wake up from the 12-year-old, and then do you feel any different after you woke up, or do you kind of feel the same, or did you start
I felt
acting
the
different?
same. I
Okay,
felt the same. I
the
didn't feel
same.
different.
So they just kind of keep, so it's like your same soul group then, of course, and they already kind of just blend in. They've probably already been
That's what the
preparing for
session
that.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it said something about a blending in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
So
was
there's
said
no
in the session.
change, there's nothing changed. They're just as new. This one just has more, can fulfill the mission, or however. And so that's, whatever. Did he say he ask what is your mission?
Well, I already know my mission. Probably why he didn't ask me.
But
So
he did ask why the person came. He said, "Why did she even come? What was her reason?"
yeah, he just asked why the first soul still contract, even though it's only going to be there till 12,
Yeah.
and it was still part of that life, human Earth experience.
Uh-huh. Yeah, to have a mother and father and family and, grow up like that and feel it, the emotion and stuff like that. There's a lot to gain
Yeah,
from that. Yeah. And a mother
yeah,
that cares and takes you to the hospital when you're sick, and so all that. Yeah. So that, that's, I guess you contracted you're contracting that part of it too, or bringing that from the other time too,
yeah.
you know. So it's like um we I guess it's to heal it too, though, to bring it forward to heal it. And it's still with you, so it didn't end with her leaving. It's still with you. So it's still within your soul, mission to heal that asthma, or the breathing, or allergic to stuff,
Right.
still within you to recognize it and see it. What is it so if you want to look and dissect and try to find it, or you could just call that person forward who had it, and then bring her forward, and say, we don't need this anymore, let's go ahead and just burn it, and you
Mm.
don't have to sit and dissect it,
Yep. Yeah, I
because
see
it's
what you're
not.
saying because I've
Yeah.
done that work with other people, working
Yeah.
with their other persons and stuff when I've done their healing work.
Yeah.
The other thing
Yeah.
that's interesting, the other thing that's interesting about this breathing stuff is he also has an issue with the concept of drowning.
Of suffocation, maybe suffocation, or,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and there was
drowning.
a past life drowning. And I've lived of course, I lived during the time of Lemuria too, but I don't know if I actually saw the actual deluge. But someone outside my field validated that I did. But for my own remembrance, I don't remember the actual flood. I just remember working as a guardian, bringing in the new codes and working with the younger group in this seating, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you wouldn't have died then because you're eternal there, in that way,
right,
like you don't, that one,
right.
but,
But I died in a drowning in
huh.
a reincarnated as a male. I was a young male on a boat that
Oh,
capsized and I drowned there.
oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, so just do the same thing to him. Just call him forward, and just, you
but
want
I've
him
been
to
able to work
heal.
through that part. I mean, my husband brought that up, but I
Yeah,
worked
Well,
through
I brought it
that.
up to connect it to the breathing.
Yeah,
Everything
but
it could be.
connected.
able to heal that aspect. Like ever since then, I can actually like I don't feel as panicked like when I'm like near this deep water. I still get like now I can say, okay, I don't mind trying before I'll say, no, I don't even want to try. Right.
Of
Like,
water.
and then now like I'm able to get on a boat and I have that fear where I used to I didn't even want to get on a boat, but I finally got on a boat and that fear is gone. So
Yeah.
I feel like in that sense it got healed, but
Yeah, so I guess you can just
yeah,
test it maybe when you're in Hawaii or something like that. And then if you
that's
start
what
to
I was
feel
planning to
panic,
do. Yeah.
yeah, then
Mhm.
then just say, I'm calling this aspect of the male aspect of me, or any aspect that drowned or suffocated, or was, because, that was something to do with water, like all aspects that had any kind of drowning experience.
Right. I feel
Tell
that's
them to
what it is,
come
that there are other
forward.
aspects. That
Yeah.
there are other aspects that I don't know about that is relating to a drowning or suffocation.
Yeah.
I have been
Feels like
choked in this
suffocation.
physical lifetime. I have been strangled on more than one occasion, but
Mm.
it it was like I heal that too. But
Yeah.
there could be other aspects or past things or through the SSP where I may have experienced anything with water or anything
Mm.
like that, right?
Yeah, it would be
Um,
like a altar, because that's how they create altars, is through drowning you, taking you to near, almost to death, and then by drowning, and then so it might be an altar as well. So you could also pull any altars forward who might have had any drowning experience within these programs, and just do the same thing. Separate the SSP altar, and you could just call it forward anyway. Because if you're within the SSP, then you have some sort of you've been waterboarded, you've been drowned, you've been electroshocked, you've been beaten, you've been all this to split your mind. They want everything. So they do drown you though, like almost to where you pass out, and then they pull you up. And
Yeah,
then
that's
you're
what I
just
was
like,
wondering if that could have been something,
mm-hmm,
because it's not a memory that I have, but I feel that could be a possibility
yeah,
because of who we are, right?
yeah,
And the memories that we were able to pull out in the hypnosis session was at one point I saw us in the cages,
okay.
and that I reached out to him, like holding his arm like this, like
You reached out to
we were
Drago?
holding, yeah, like this.
Oh,
But then these draconians walked in, and
yeah,
then we were like, and we went into like, I went more into a huddle position. Like
yeah,
when they walked in, it was like,
mm-hmm,
like in the cage like that, because they don't want you touching, talking, or anything. But it was two huge draconians that walked in.
yeah.
And I said, oh, they entered. And then I don't know, something happened to the field. I couldn't see it into its completion. What happened? I know there was I jumped into another scenario that we had escaped, or we were running, and that there were many times that we were trying to run and get out.
Oh, at a Montauk?
That's what he was asking, but I had a blockage. There wasn't a
Yeah.
confirmation on that.
I don't think you could run to get out of there. It's like
Yeah,
it's like a bubble. Like they
we
keep you in
couldn't
like
get
a
out.
time
The
loop.
open hit, we couldn't get out. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a
So that,
time loop and like the pocket reality. So it's like, where would you even go to? Like I thought that too. People say they escaped Montauk, and I think, where did you, like, it to the yard, or
yeah,
because
we
there's a
couldn't. What
yard,
I saw
but
was
there's
this
not.
dark tunnels trying to run and nothing. Like you said, it was like we were getting nowhere.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. Yes, you just get caught and brought back. I know
So
that
he was
Joseph
asking if it was
Powell.
Montauk, but I couldn't. For some reason, there's a blockage or something there.
Yeah.
He did notice there was the commanders from the Draconian commanders from the other sessions. They came in. Um,
Were
to
you
the
the one
point
that
that
he put on the video, like on the video but that aired about him? Was that someone else? Because I
that was
thought,
someone else, but it was the
okay,
same characters that walked into our session.
yeah, the same. I was like, wait,
And
yeah.
yeah.
So they're just
So
kind of harassing him.
so what happened was, he asked if I could let them come in so he can speak with them and deal with them. I'm a very strong light being. I was like, wait a minute. I know what that means. I'm like, do I want this? Let's see what portals are we opening here, right? So then I said, okay, we let it come in. So while he was dealing with them, because they got bad, they shut off the computer system. Half of the recording went on. Thank God he had an audio recording.
He does all kinds of things, like the video, audio, that, like the everything, like 3 different methods, because that happens. Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
then
so we're
so
gonna
you got
piece
audio.
it together.
Wow.
But they wanted to actually lunge at him and really physically attack him, but I was holding them down. So as I was laying down, I felt like I'm holding the body down. You're not gonna get control. You're not gonna. And he was like, "Oh, come at me. Come on. You want to do this to me?"
Oh wow, that'd be cool to
threatening.
hear.
Yeah. So then Drago did his thing using the light, and you knew it worked because my body was shaking as he was doing the light work to get rid of them or put them in a box.
Okay.
So yeah. So he did that with both characters, and there was a demonic too that was also causing interference with the sessions.
Did he put that in, like, in a cell or jail cell or something like that, or what did he do with that?
The Draconians he did. I don't remember. Did the demonic leave, or he turned him to light?
He put him in the box too.
Oh, he put him in the box. But I know one of them he put into he blasted it with a lot of light.
Yeah.
That was general.
The general.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So part of the session, that happened, and then there was another. He goes, okay, so where are we now, right? There was another session. We're like, okay, where are we now? And then I saw me like on a motorcycle arriving to the Grand Canyon. But I couldn't say, I kept seeing Arizona, but I kept seeing Canyon. So he's asking me where it is. And I didn't know what to answer because I'm seeing Grand Canyon, but I'm seeing the word Arizona. He goes, is it Arizona? I go, yeah. Canyon. And then he goes, well, what's down there? And then we got to do some work down there, which was really, really good. And we closed
clearing up bases and stuff.
Couldn't be open.
Yeah, close some portals.
Yeah, because I do portal work too. So
and how do you close a portal? Just because I don't usually relate. Is it just different for each thing too?
No, I usually close them about the same, but depending what I'm being called to do, sometimes I have to cloak it after even, right? Because cloak even the area. But when I close them doing this, and I'm able to close them. It's like there's an energy that just comes out, and it's like, right? And I'm able to close it. And then if I want to cloak it, then I'll cloak it, whatever that area.
Make it invisible.
Yeah, and if I need to blur anything, then I'll blur it with energy. But yeah, because there's codes on there that we can see, that we can read, and we don't want them to coerce or use someone else, in the negative, for negative agendas. So that work was also done there too. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's lots of ritual
portals,
stuff.
I close portals. Yeah. I can throw certain beings into an abyss, depending what type they are. It's part of the work. So when I've done that, it's been working with the Lyrans and Sirians. They'll say, oh, look, over there, there's like a whole thing of trees, and they'll go over there. And then so when I do like this, it's like they all come
out. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then they say, okay, open the portal. And I don't even know, and I'm opening a portal, and they go, okay, put them in there. I'm like, okay. Yeah, and then they're like, cloak it. I said, okay, I'll cloak it because I already closed it.
It's like intense. No time to think, huh?
Yeah, no, it's usually fast when it's something like that. It's like it happens super, super fast. So, yeah, that's part of the work that we do, but I also do the grid work. And so in my being and in what I resonate with is being the Orifim, part of the Orifim come in to do this, to help with the transition. And plus we can read the codes. We can go into Egypt and read the codes, right? We can read, and it's only given access to those that can secure it, that has pure love intentions. It is sacred, 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 sacred. And that they know you're not going to give that up to anybody. It's like, it's just a knowing, right? And then, like I've done work out there. I've also been attacked at these portals and stuff. And one time I had to physically recuperate like a week from it, right? Because they try to stop you from doing your work. But in that one, I didn't even know because I was gone remotely like 3 days. So I thought I had pulled all my fragments. So, because I got pulled to go to Egypt. And then when I found out, that was when I first started getting Lyran Sirian contact. When I went to open a golden light, it was like I opened, first there were these codes around the door. And then when I said it, the door opened and this golden, beautiful light came out and it flooded, like to flood the earth, the how you say, the mycelium networks, everything. Yeah. And then when I turned around, there were these sacred codes like this in a circle, and it had rainbow colors. And then it had the light language, and it was to release to people like healing or sending codes and stuff that you come into contact with. And then when I walked out, I saw my left hand, my left hand side, I saw the white lion. And I was like, oh. And then I said, I think I'm done. My body. But I had to get assistance for that job because what wound up happening was it started on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it started on a Saturday morning when I walked into Home Depot. So, it was like a Home Depot Lowe's thing. And you know how the halls are so long, like the aisle? So all of a sudden I thought, and I saw myself in Egypt, and I saw these corridors. And I went,
Wow.
what are we doing here, right? All of a sudden I was like, okay, I can't be focused here. I already walked far enough. I'm like, I got to focus on that, where I am right now. So I said, okay, I called myself back here, but I didn't know that version of self still had a job to complete. So I guess that piece stood there. Monday, I'm getting ready for work. I'm in a lot of pain, physical pain, and I don't understand why. So I get to, it feels interdimensional. I get to work. I'm in a lot of pain. I worked with a chiropractor because I was a chiropractic therapist doing that work at the time. And when he was adjusting me, I felt very sharp pain. I said, something's wrong. So I left and I called this guy that I know that deals with Tachyon healing. I said, I'm not going to be able to meet up with you later. Please hit me with Tachyon now. I said, there's something wrong. When I was by my car and he hit me with the Tachyon, I saw the fallen angelics clawing me, biting on me.
Oh my God.
Wow. And then because he hit me with the Tachyon, I had extra source light, and it was like, boom, boom. And when I did that, they flew off of me, turned into fragments of light. Wow. Then right there, I saw the door, because now I'm in the other dimension, right? I'm physically in front of my car, but I'm in another dimension. That's when I saw all the writings on the door, and I said, oh, I didn't complete. I need to complete this task.
Oh.
And when I read it, that's when the golden light came out, the codes, and I saw the lion. And after that, I had the Lyran and Sirian contact. Because before that, it was Arcturians, Lemurians. I knew I had Andromedan energy around me, but they really didn't. And I can sing Andromedan, but I really couldn't see them in the third eye. So the ones I would see with the Arcturians, angelic, Lemurians. But this was after that. Now I had contact with the Lyrans, and then also I had contact with the Guardian Alliance. We said before that, but this was what solidified this contact with the Lyran. So I said, oh my gosh, this is probably a test too, saying, okay, how much are you going to take? Are you going to get out of this? And, I'm like, what was it, right? But the whole point is it worked. We got it done, and we recuperated. So they helped me heal. My friend who did the Tachyon healing helped me heal too.
Yeah.
And then I did self-healing. Yeah.
Yeah. So how would you have done it if you didn't have your friend blessed you with source light?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that I don't know what would have happened, because I couldn't see. I couldn't see. I could not see. I didn't even know I was still out there.
Okay. Yeah. So you were still out there waiting for the rest of the light codes to come out, or what was you?
I just know it's to complete that job. I guess I had to open up that corridor and bring the light. Because remember, we do portal work, so we are responsible to complete certain jobs of this humanity and receiving these codes and this light and stuff, like, at least with this agreed reality, right? Because there's many realities. But yeah, so that was it. Like, and after I did that, I was okay.
Yeah, yeah. And so you work with the white lions, or all the lion beings, do you think? Like for pictures wise, Because that'd be a cool picture to make.
Because when I speak with them, I see words, and I can speak the language and understand the language, because I speak different languages.
Yeah.
I can have this conversation, and by frequency, right? So it's not like I always see all the different Lyran beings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just whoever will appear in that location according to that frequency to assist you. So that lion was with you to
we have a lot of council meetings, right? So when we have when the council comes forward because they need some work to get done on this field, they'll come forward and say, okay, this, and I also see some of the beings present and say, okay, this is what's happening. We're here, we're present. Deliver this message to this group that you're about to see. So it's a lot of humans that I'm going to go meet that are in their evolutionary journey, and that are part of assisting in the transition, either through healing or doing the boots on the ground work in transitioning the system into a sovereign system, because we work with that too. So we work with that as state nationals. That's why you see this flag in the back there, because that's declaring peace across all nations. That's what makes this flag different compared to the regular United States flag. And this is from 1776, sovereign peace. So that people can see it more, and they can tell the difference between a war flag and actually bringing peace back into the republic, to the law of one,
Yeah.
you know, sovereign land, right? And
Yeah.
so, yeah, we're working in that too. So we're doing the boots on the ground work for that too. So
So like with the ant people that you seen for me, the dream and everything, then too, do you think that's just like just to say maybe hi, to me, like saying hi? That's what I
yeah,
kind of
I'm
feel
like
like. Mm-hmm.
definitely for Christy, like the way it was that night before for Drago. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
maybe it's a connection point to say like a validation or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hopi and
Never,
then the ant.
yeah, I've
Mm-hmm.
never experienced anything like that before, like with you in my reality field or doing a job. And I was like, isn't this interesting? And we have an appointment tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
But throughout the whole night, at least every hour, it was a job that kept having to come out or a task to get done or something was being revealed. And so they kept waking me up and so they kept waking me up. So then I did a clearing on myself. I did a healing on myself to make sure that I didn't have, because I also could remove implants or can see things, AI cords and stuff like that. So I
Oh,
made sure
okay.
that I didn't have any.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
started doing work, I felt heat on my feet. So I was happy that I did that clearing because I said, oh, why am I feeling that as I'm doing my clearing? It's because they were trying to stop whatever it is I'm imagining.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that this morning I had a lot of pressure in my head and this whole side, like my face and stuff has been like my tooth is hurting again, but that's a crown. So I think there's some sort of like a implant. I've been trying to pull this out here and heal it and like send it to source like that. But yeah, there's some stuff like, and I know I can feel it. Like I was thinking, is this, and I was just trying to sense it and pull it out, and because I just had a lot of pressure
Pull it out.
in this side. Yeah, like if it's technology, and I was like pulling it and pulling it, pulling, and I put it on the table, and then I just like burned it all, and then sent it to source there. But yeah, I think it's a lot of layers or something there, I don't know with that, but
It's
and
interesting you said that because in the session with Drago, we did find that they had inserted. I had a TIA right before my wake, like during my awakening. That was actually right when which is something you need to know. At my awakening, I had a TIA. I also had a narcissist empath like experience, but when I had the TIA, like something happened. Ever since then, I always felt like pressure in my face. And when we did the self hypnosis, we found he asked something to the effect of like, what did they insert or did they create a blockage there? And then we were able to find a piece right in there
yeah,
that we had to pull out. And let me tell you something, ever since then, I feel like this looks much better. I don't
yeah,
feel that
all right in
for my
here.
face.
Yeah,
And we pulled it out. Like I was able to do my healing work and pull it out
yeah.
in that session because I
Mm-hmm.
was able to
Yeah,
locate
so
it.
it's like was it like a technology thing, like a
Correct.
big old piece
Yeah.
of something
A piece.
inserted into your spine and
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff too, like like
It was
pulling
like
it out of
right in
you?
my facial area. Yeah.
Yeah, all right here, and it like to the whole back too, that kind of goes around, or so, like it's latched on, like that kind of thing. So you have to almost have like both hands
Yeah,
just
and
like pulling
sometimes
it,
it's
like
entities like that. Yeah,
yeah,
sometimes
like
it's an
pulling it.
entity attachment like that. Yeah, and I've
Yeah,
had to pull them out and turn them into fragments of light and send them off
yeah,
into
yeah.
force.
Yeah, so you can,
Uh,
but some of it, but I know that this keeps coming back every time I talk about the experience of being at the it's an experience of being at the dentist, and that dentist would push on this tooth here exactly, and then I would shapeshift into my wolf, what like the lichen or the werewolf, he looks just like this, uh and I do that in that experience. In the super soldier, they make me do that, so he every time I talk about it, then that
activates it.
it starts hurting. Yeah. So it's like something there. So it must be an implant, right there. And it's a crown tooth. There's
Yeah,
no
it's like
cavity.
a memory implant.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
You would probably turn it off by pressing that area and taking that source light and taking it and infusing it like it never happened,
Okay. Yeah.
right? And
Like
then
go.
closing that portal of that timeline.
Okay.
And I do stuff like that,
Yeah.
you know,
So it didn't ever
closing.
happen. Go back
I
before it happened, and then and then I could just freeze that being the doctor there that's going to be doing that too before he even starts that procedure, and then any kind of contract that was made, because who knows, or
Shooting just
whatever.
right
Mm-hmm.
into that reality field, undoing the reality timeline where
Undoing it.
that experience happened. Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Undoing that.
I remember us. There were times this past year where I seen us jumping into the portal, into a wormhole kind of thing, and then I was a pilot in one of my
Mm-hmm.
time,
Experiences. Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and then we went to shift the timeline in Orion Wars, the Orion Wars and the Lyran Sirian Wars, because we had to go shift the timeline because the Dark Fleet was winning and
Mm-hmm.
all this.
Mm-hmm.
Had to go in and we had to blow ships up,
Mm-hmm.
had
Mm-hmm.
to blow them up or go
Yeah.
inside.
Right.
We went inside, we had to go in and out so quick so that they don't see us. So we had to jump in, do the device, the light came out, and then we jump back out, right?
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
we've been able to shift the time like
Oh,
that. And
good.
I've been very conscious when that happens. It's like I just know what I have to do when I get pulled in. But the thing is, I don't know like what networks, because I know that I spoke with Draco because I had a confirmation that I also worked in the Earth Alliance, but I don't know, I don't know details about it, right?
About what line?
The Earth Alliance.
Or the
And
orphan.
I worked with Chris because Chris confirmed it. Chris O'Connor, he
Uh-huh.
confirmed it when I saw him at the meeting.
Oh, okay.
He said I was on the same team and stuff like that, right? So we did bring it up in session and it was confirmed that, but it doesn't say exactly what we were doing, what was our job or anything like that.
Oh, yeah. Did you resonate with that?
I did when I saw him because I recognized him. So we had to do a session, and then when he told me I was in his team, I didn't know exactly what he did on his team.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So I'm like, I want to know what we were doing.
Yeah. And what did you do? What was his team again? I didn't.
That's the thing. I didn't really know much about.
Oh.
I only heard him speak when we did the event at James Ring.
Oh, okay.
I was one of the people who helped put the event together.
Okay.
So yeah, so I brought some vendors in. I got a volunteer team, and then I helped them with the location because I lived in Orlando.
Okay.
So we did the calls to get the speakers and get them set up and help the vendors. Mm-hmm. When I had the conversation with him, that's when I recognized him, and he recognized me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked him, and then he confirmed it. And so when I did the session with Drago, I wanted to see if something else got pulled in. So it just showed us all, even with Drago, like we were all on the same ship at one point doing some work. And then there was another time to get my husband and him, like we were all on another ship doing work.
Yeah, super soldier, huh? Your husband?
Yeah. And then I saw there was a lifetime that I knew Drago and Andromeda too. So we known each other from all these lifetimes, right? So that was confirmation about Andromeda as well.
So is your husband a record keeper?
Honestly, the way it was revealed to me was that he was a light being. So I saw light coming
I seen
down.
him like with I see like thought or thought or however you say that. I know that there's like he has his scroll of records, but I see your husband with that
coming
with
up
writing.
With priest energy, like a high priest energy, like a priest that he's
Egyptian.
supposed to be the one to bridge. He's supposed to be the one to bridge like people who come from like these indoctrinations, and he's here to help transition in that process.
Yeah. I see him have the Egyptian, the hawk, the is that raw? Who's the hawk there? What's his name? Hortus. Yeah. Hortus and also the Anubis, your husband, like connections with that in Egypt or so, maybe Sirian.
Possibly, but in his resonance field, he feels this is his first time on Earth.
Oh, okay. So not long. Yeah. So he's just been higher other places.
I personally work with Anubis.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I have.
Yeah,
And he came
I
into
think
my
this
life
is like
about
a
5 years
Nubis
ago.
connection, my black wolf, because that Project Ibis with Michael Aquino, they have all the kids there. They're wanting kids with Egyptian deity connections, and I just kept on shape shifting into a werewolf. And but then I heard Hecate, but she's Greek. So then I was like, wait, why? This is like Egyptian stuff, you know? So maybe it's connected with Anubis, but I didn't see Anubis in my mind. I just seen Hecate, you know? So I
I
don't
think
know.
I feel that with Anubis, I think the way I feel he came into my life was because I assist souls in transcendence
Yeah,
and to connect them directly to source.
yeah,
And
good.
so I feel that he entered during the I think it was the following year after my awakening. And he
Okay.
even entered one time when I had someone who was really possessed walk into my field, like somebody I was helping. And she came in and you see this black, you could see it only through here, this
Yeah.
black energetic smoke like with her. And also Anubis appeared like that. He did a whole clearing and it was gone. It
Oh
was
wow.
like
Good.
whatever it was gone. It was
Wow.
like out of the, yeah, it
Good.
happened that quick that I said, wow, Anubis was just here. I didn't have to
Yeah.
do anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
because I
saw
usually
that Drago was I saw Drago before when I did the session with for him. I seen he had like an aspect of Anubis, you know, he was an aspect of Anubis, or he has an aspect that is a fractal of Anubis, you know. So maybe that's part of your connection too, you know, with that. So maybe a fractal of you that is too, or something with that. How would you see that? Like, would it be a actual, like a higher, like a maybe an oversoul being or some higher being or so, like is in like a stasis chamber, and then now they're gonna want to come into lower dimensions, so they're gonna copy their consciousness and then create fractals of them to be inserted into any these realities that they're
well,
wanting to have the experience?
when I seen him, he's come out really, really clear. And he's more of a coming in as like showing himself. Before he was showing himself a lot when I was doing the work during the early part of my awakening. Um,
Maybe a guide.
it could be a guy or someone just confirming and showing me that about this world is existent, this society does exist, and they do weigh things in balance, and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So that's what I felt in that way. But for him to come in and do that clearing out of nowhere, and I didn't ask him, I didn't call him. I've done work on this woman before. She's a very good friend, and I had a past life with her as a knight. And she was we were like, it was like brotherhood that we had. And she's been in other lifetimes, different type of soldiers. And I believe, I would love for her to have sessions with you guys. Um, there's definitely something that she's working on mastering because she had done an earth like an earth medicine experience that opened up a portal that was not good, but it's
Oh,
maybe part of her mastery where she has to master to
mm,
help others. And
yeah.
there was a lot of shit. Like we had to clear karmic stuff, do
Mm,
the disconnect her from some great contracts. And I
yeah.
saw them and we had to disconnect it and we had to send them away. There was a portal above. There was another ship. There was this, there was that. And then there was demonic and
Wow.
legions of demonic,
My
right?
God. Hmm.
Portals opening and closing the house too. So it wasn't just her, it was also the land. And I said, listen, it's also the land. It's not just you. Your land has
Oh
portals
my
that
God.
keep,
Yeah.
you
So
know.
it's her land,
So
but so she went to a place and then they opened the portal and it got
yeah.
into where she was, where on the land too, or just more they
No,
she
it
just
was a
kept the
portal
portal
within
open.
because I've tried doing these checks and they try and hide really good these entities. So I found that it is within the body. It is within it's deep, and then they hide. But it's many, and it's the ancients. It's the ancient one.
Yeah.
I mean, I started reading her some names on the phone one time. I said, "Look, I'm gonna give you some names." And I was in my own bedroom, and one of them jumped over into my house.
That gun.
And I
Wow.
was like, oh man, I'm like,
Uh-uh.
do you really want to do this? My kids are here. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
do you really? She goes, okay, let me close the door.
Uh-huh.
Close the door.
Yeah.
So I battled it out with this huge ancient. I was able to weaken it, but I couldn't eliminate it. I kept weakening it, but I couldn't eliminate it. So I got it weakened, and I said, you know what? Let me close this door. I said, let me get my daughter out here. Just for my daughter's, at that time, she was like 17, 18. She's 19 now. And I said, why don't you walk by my room? I don't want to tell her what it was, because she has another third eye. And she ran back to me. She goes, that is the darkest thing that I have ever seen in my life. It is so scary, Mom. I said, okay. I went back in to try and finish it. All I could do was weaken it to the point that it almost seemed like it was done. But then when I came out of the bedroom where I was walking toward my kids, and I felt it walking behind me.
Shit.
And I said, what? I said, what? I said, you want to hear it? I said, you won this battle. You didn't win the war, but I'm giving you this one. And when I did that, it went away.
Oh, okay.
That's what he wanted to hear. Like, coming over to my side and trying to take me out of this body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And then when I would come to her, I can feel them almost a half hour away from driving. They can feel me coming. She can feel it. Telepathic communication.
Yeah.
And
jeez, it's probably taking her over.
Yeah. And then sometimes, like the last time I said, look, I'm not coming to war with you. I'm gonna go visit my friend. Yeah. And I just gave it a real space of love and I said, I embrace you in everything, right? With love. And the cold air started turning really warm, and it went away. Because when you're love. See, when you war, you're warring with them, right?
Yeah. Because they like that.
This time I came just with love, light, and loving her and telling her I love her and everything. And I know the entity's there, and I know that you're there. And I said, I love all aspects and pieces of you and whatever. And it went away. It went away. It got really, really, really warm, So I know she's gotten better. And I told her, you know what? I think this is something you're supposed to be mastering at this point. I'm so grateful that I didn't take her life, because there were times that she felt she wanted to take her life because I mean, she's in and out of the hospital. She had to, get Baker Act and stuff. She had to get grounded with medication. Like, it was so bad, the attack. And I was the only one that was able to bring other light workers in, that if I couldn't complete, or there was something else that I'm missing to get this done. And we did all the work that we could do, and all the other light workers did too. We even looked for people online. And at the end, I said, you know what? This is about self-mastery at this point. And I said, I think you're doing a great job at it. I said, when you're done with this, you're going to be able to help a lot of people how to deal with it.
Yeah. She is just probably not wanting to even touch the place and look at it. It's like, I don't want anything to move. Don't touch nothing right now, because it's closed.
She started remodeling the house, and she said the energy started shifting after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They started shifting for the better, though. Oh, after she. Okay. But it's her land too. She lives like on Indian land or something.
Land. I did a lot of grid work there, and I did whatever I could where the portals were. So it was calmer. But she said things started also shifting better energetically when she started also, she started creating another space in the house. And
wow. Wow. People go into those things to get that, and then that's like the perfect place for people to get jumped, like that too.
Yeah, it opened some portal that it was, and I didn't know that part, that we had revisited a conversation, and she said, it all started. And she just told me this like maybe 7 months ago, and she's been going through this for like 2 years. She said, it all started when I did that plant medicine. I'm like, plant medicine? I said, you never told me that part.
Yeah.
You just told me you're going through an awakening. I'm like, it changes everything. I'm like, you do plant medicine, opens portals, and it is not, you gotta be very careful with these things. And then what happened, it had to be closed immediately once it was recognized, right?
And the place that did it too, they probably I don't know what that.
But people do earth medicine, they do these ceremonies, and this is why in a lot of my talks, like when I go on and I talk, I say, stop abusing earth medicine. That's one. You're abusing it.
Right.
That's disrespectful. respectful to all the spirits around, whatever, just for your body. But it is not just that. If you don't know what you're doing, you don't have this eye to see, you're also opening up portals for other people, and this is what can happen, right? These attacks, you're opening up to entities that can take over other people's bodies, and they could experience things they don't know about shielding, right?
Yeah,
And
they're like a door. They're like a
Mhm.
door, you know? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, so
Okay.
now let's talk about your artwork. Okay? Because now
Okay.
we done the session there, so now tell me some stuff to focus on or what you want me to make images of that
Okay.
you
So
know. Mhm.
I wanted to bring up the awakening because you can probably add that too in there. So in my awakening, I was visited by a when I opened my eyes, I had seen a sacred geometry spinning over me. Not That's without third eye. This is literally looking with my regular eyes. And it had closed and went into a portal for 3 nights. Then after that was when I heard a voice. It was time to start doing the work. And then that's when I started getting more memories, and I started doing tuning forks and remembering who I was. So I know I've been an Egyptian in the past,
E-
Lemurian,
Egyptian
likely.
what? Like give me specific for the
It,
picture, you know?
the way I the way I see, I'm wearing these really pretty like sandals with strings on them, and then I'm wearing like very silky garb. Um, and I have very light, like gold jewelry, not heavy jewelry, but I have jewelry on. So that's what I see and I feel on my body when I'm walking through the corridors, or when that version of self steps forward, but I don't know her title. But this version of me can go into different parts of the pyramid, and I know how to access things that most people cannot access or can't get into. Meaning,
Yeah.
in a sense, like the same kind of work, similar to what we're doing today, like the portal work and
Mm-hmm.
reading the light language and stuff like that. Um,
Yeah. So is it like is it is it ISIS or is it somebody like that?
I don't know the name. I don't know the name.
Does she have that dark brown hair, like
I
long
just
hair?
That part I don't know. I just know my clothing and my skin color, my what I'm wearing on my feet. But for some reason, on the top, I can't see
Okay.
my top
Can you like
version.
look in a find a mirror and like look? Maybe it's like dark. It must be the dark brown hair because I don't know any of them that have blonde hair there. You know, that wouldn't be very common at all.
And I remember touching tablets. I had my hand on tablets, and I was able to touch them.
Uh-huh.
Um,
And
and
they
then I
light up.
visited the light being with other light beings, and we came and we gave a message to the Mayans.
You gave a message to the lion.
The
Oh, the
Mayan tribe.
Mayan. Oh, Mayan. Okay,
Yeah,
now you're.
but I wasn't alone. We came as a group.
Oh, okay, like a cedar of people or something, or just like
It was
giving a
like
guardian,
we
probably
were
like a guardian or something,
Yeah, we came
you
and they were
know?
looking at us like we were gods, but we were telepathically telling them we're not gods, that
Uh-huh.
we came to give them information.
That's probably like the Orphem, do you think? Like visiting the
It
Orphem?
wouldn't surprise me because that's the energy that I feel. Um,
Maybe going to all the pyramids and adjusting the time for the grid work or something, alignment or so.
yeah, in this vision, when I remembered it, it was a quick glance because I was under a tuning fork session. I had just seen that aspect, and we were just giving them this information, and then I came back to self.
Hmm. Yeah.
So regarding the artwork, I think with all that information, I think I'd rather you just surprise me.
Oh yeah, but okay, um and then but just but I like to have a little bit of stuff since it's personalized, you know, too, a
Yeah.
little bit.
Well, I
Um
definitely would like, one of the things that was confirmed too, that we were working on in within the alpha team,
uh
that was confirmed. And then the day of my appointment, I think it was before I saw Drago, The day that was the glitch appointment, I walked by a window and it also said Alpha Team. Then when I was with him, something was confirmed about working in 4 or class 4, but I don't really know what that means. But he just said it's pretty high, but I don't really know what that means. But you may, because you're more familiar with this work.
Working in 4? Working in.
It was like 4 classes. Like what level? Like how many? Was it how many levels?
You said 4.
4, but that was the question.
That was a very high level.
Yeah. But I don't know what that means. And then I also have these energetic swords that I use on the other side. They're like light swords that I can bring out, and it's 2 of them. So I use those, or sometimes I have advanced weapons, or I just use the light that comes out of my hand. As you know, that's what I use.
What kind of clothes and stuff would you just like super soldier, kind of like a coat like that? Do you see with that? Because I kind of see a coat at times.
Like a gray. It almost looks like a gray, you know, like cargo type pants, or like soldier pants, and the whole. It looks like a soldier outfit, but it's more like a dark gray outfit. Yeah, it's very similar to those clothing that I've seen you in the AI images you guys put up.
Yeah,
very
like that.
To that. Yep.
Yeah, and that's on Drago's team there. Drago, and you've seen James Rink and Max Spears, and probably Misha Johnston too. You know, I bet so, because she's with us as well. Misha Johnston, and then Tiffany Rumming.
She was. Yeah, and I had met her because of James Rink.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then Tiffany Rumping too. She is, you know, so there's a lot of people that are online that that we all know each other, you know, or you know some people that I haven't met yet, you know, and that too, and that way. But you have so many like codes. I'm just like writing like codes instead of listening to you.
Oh, that's okay. Well, that's amazing. Yeah, I'm totally a light-coded body, like literally, like it's wrapped around everything in my spiritual being, and I'm carrying certain codes that need to be released during a certain time. They were given. Like, there's so many light codes, it's ridiculous. Like, all over.
What do you sense with me with the light codes?
Oh man, like we could talk. You and I could definitely even talk light language because I get triggered so quickly.
Yeah.
Like when you show me that little piece, I just was automatically like I could talk to you in light language, and I feel like we can understand each other even using our hands. Yeah, like yeah, I could these codes you can read them. Some of them are for releases, some of them are to give, some of them are to activate.
Yeah, see.
Yeah. Well, that one looks like it's coming in. Information wrapping around it. But it's also an activation memory. So I see a little bit of Lyran Sirian information in there too. Hold on. Coming through like. So I'm picking up from this is more like a memory information, also activation. I saw Lyran's in here, Sirian, but in the journey, something like that. I can't pick up anything else. Yeah.
I can take some pictures of it and then put it with include it like you know, in the picture too with you.
Yeah.
You know? Like that, like a regular with some of the pictures you sent too. Like that way. Maybe of me and you at that place with some lions around us or something. You know?
Yeah, there was like a honeycomb. We were in a cave like this. It was like this, bent like this, and then the orange and red honeycomb lighted here. It looked almost like a security system.
Oh.
But it was organic at the same time.
And that was the ant people though, or was that the Zeta Reticuli?
Well, this was no, it didn't say Zeta Reticuli, but we were trying to figure out something that we had to do there. but that's when I got woken up, like coughing. And then I said, well, I can't sleep. Let me research what is this connected to. And when I looked up certain honeycombs, and these caves in that region where the
Grand
in
Canyon.
Arizona there, yeah, in the canyon, it says something about the Hopi and the Ant People.
Okay.
So then I was like, oh wow, this is all related, and I'm supposed to have an appointment tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's what I talk about in the book and stuff too, you know, with the ant people and stuff. I wrote with the honeycomb stuff and everything, you know, because they got the right underneath the monuments. Well, I mean, you know that it's all right in there in Arizona anyway, so it's like,
Yeah, but I don't really know a lot of any of that. I have to read it. I have to read your book or watch the video. I have to watch the video.
oh, okay. Yeah, I'll show you here the book so you can see. But I think it's probably it's me, it's the ant people though. You know, the guardian, they're like called the guardians. And then
Is it your aunt version of self?
uh-huh. Yeah, it's because I've been an ant being and I've been a human where they came to get me on the surface, and then I've been transported to the to the to that area from Mars. I was with um Tyler Koala and James Rink, and we were all three male ants, and we were leaving Mars, you know. So, but this is a different one. This is like the guardian. So they're like the cedars, you know, they're kind of helping the natives there in the four corners because they're also Navajo, Hopi, you know, all in that area too. And then that's me with my guide. It's
Oh, I
he's
love that picture.
yeah, that's supposed to be like Geronimo is who I see as one of my guides, you know, because I helped him with soul retrieval. So he said he was gonna be one of my guides. But I have see how this looks.
Oh
Some
wow.
it's kind of that color
And is that
that
in the yeah, the red and orange, is that in the canyon
uh-huh all
interdimensionally?
yeah all in there, you know. And then that shiprock too, that the inner that was a volcano a long time, you know, and so it's just
Mhm.
come from land erosion and stuff. It's above ground now, but in or earth then or another dimension is where the ant beings would be, you know. So it's um but yeah, they're her
I have the
ancestors.
ability to talk insectoid, but I never had an experience with an ant
They
person
like
or ant being.
yeah,
Never.
see how that is where it's
Yeah.
below the surface. And it would be
Yeah.
way further on down than that, you know, but that gives you an idea of the honeycomb. So it's just
Yes.
confirmation for you. And then the
Wow, it
color,
is confirmation. Look,
yeah, the
Jason.
color, and then yeah, the color and the honeycomb and the Arizona, you know, because that's in
Yeah.
Arizona right
That's
there.
amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What I even love more is that's validating. Like my husband can tell you, like I haven't watched anything dealing with like the ant people or video or
Yeah. And see how
like
they're helping. They write on the petroglyphs, you know, they give the messages to those people there, the ant
yeah.
beings. But there's
I
different
love
kinds
the
of ants.
illustration.
Yeah, there's different kinds of ants too.
You
You
created
know,
that illustration? Did you put
yeah,
that together
I
on
did.
the wall?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
That's
did.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's so
See, it's
beautiful.
he's just
That's a hope.
cleansing me.
That's her. That's
Um,
supposed to be you, right? Right
yeah,
there.
this is an aspect of me. And then
Oh,
this is gonna be
Geronimo.
Geronimo. He appears physical to me, but he's non-physical in that reality. You know, he's a spirit guide, and I'm there with my dog, you know, just walking through the land again, and then he's clearing me, you know, cleansing me and all that. Yeah.
Hmm.
But this is the book there that I made with them as they're kind of the guardians, and then this would be me, a version of me and my grandma, and but I'm not Navajo in this life, so this is other lifetime, you know. I'm Cherokee and Muskogee in this life, but it's I'm living in Oklahoma and right next to Arizona. I mean, New Mexico.
New
Yeah,
Mexico.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So yeah,
These
the
are
four
beautiful
corners,
illustrations.
and then that's a a grandma figure. She's just the sheep herder. You know, she's Navajo. The Navajo wear the turquoise jewelry like this. They wear it because it's for protection from, you know, evil spirits, stuff like that. So yeah, you'll see Navajo people wearing that, the
Makes sense.
turquoise.
Like I've always been drawn to like turquoise jewelry,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know that it did that.
Yeah, that's for protection. Yeah,
Mm.
turquoise. Yeah. Yeah, so
How
that's
did you do this soul retrieval that you're talking about? Is it something you do yourself
yeah, he
or
came
you?
to me in my mind, you know, Geronimo
Oh
did, and
yeah, like
yeah,
oh got
to
it.
help clear the land and stuff, and 'cause his family, he had been gone, and he came back, and he showed me that his wife and daughter got killed, and then some other people that were there too, and even the animals, the horses and stuff, and he was showing me that, and then he was pretty sad, and then so then he said, you know, then he gave me like we did like a ceremony, and he was giving me extra protection and sight to see into the to that realm too. And then he said, "Are you ready to go?" And then so he went with me, and then we're kind of just journeying like a shamanic journey, and then finding all the pieces that were still attached to the fractals of them that had been stuck in with that land. And so he showed me where it would be, and so I could clear it out, and just like it was like vacuuming it up or sucking it up
Yeah,
to source or something like that, you know,
yeah.
and then just clearing all of the whole land, that so there's no trace of him, his energy signature anywhere on that land. And then after that, then he was happy, and then we both shapeshifted into birds and flew off, you know. So
That's nice.
yeah, so that
Yeah.
was cool. Yeah, with Geronimo, and he said he'll be my spirit guide, you know, like be one of my guides. So
Oh,
yeah.
one of the things we confirmed with Draco, White Dragon, and that I've always resonated with the White Dragon,
Uh-huh.
energy and the White Dragon, and he had asked me something else. Oh, and we had, I'm also a seraphim. A version of me is a seraphim.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's enough information for that.
What
For
does a
what you need.
seraphim look like? The eight wing? Is that six wing or eight wing, or that's like six wing, huh? Isn't that right? Or
When
is it a
I feel
seraphim dragon?
it, yeah, it feels like one, two, three. It could be six.
Yeah, six wing.
Six.
But
Yeah,
it's mostly just like a light being, right? Isn't that kind of how
correct,
that is? Yeah.
correct. Yep,
Yeah. And then but the white dragon is a big white that flies.
correct.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I dip into the water and come back up, but it's more to do clearings and gritting and clearings in the water and come back out.
Water. Mm-hmm. So it's
Yeah.
like a water dragon,
Well, it's not
kind of.
a water dragon necessarily. It's just
Okay.
one that can go in and come back out.
Oh,
So
okay.
the water dragon is different.
Yeah, I see that. He has,
Yeah.
it's a male, right?
It feels like a male. It
Yeah, it
does
does.
feel like a male.
Yeah. Because it was giving me codes just then. Like
It has
feels,
male, but I think it's more like a male guardian energy because I still
yeah.
have the feminine. It's like the feminine clearing, like the Sophia energy within. So I
Oh,
think the male that's coming in is more like that guardian energy that's coming
yeah.
off, but it was like that clearing soft Sophia energy that does that work of
Mm,
creation and so forth.
of creating. Yeah.
Yeah,
With the ocean, with all of it, with all the grid, with going in
yeah.
and out, going into different realms and clearing out wherever you're guided to with the different, like with that sacred geometry then is like with the lay with all the stuff going in, does it look kind of like
I mean,
that, like a
yeah, all
sacred?
the sacred geometry just comes up with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as you know, because you write light language and stuff like that. You know, it's a lot. It's a lot. And
Yeah.
doing a lot of the gridding and ley line work um, is what I do now. So, what we do is multi. It's a lot of work. So
Yeah.
we do garden work, we do healer work, we do the grid work, ley line work.
I see as a blue Sirian, or have a blue Sirian
That
aspect or something with that. Kind of looks
Yeah.
like the avatar a little bit like
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah. I kept getting visitors from those, but I was thinking up it was a Sirian. There was a
Yeah.
feminine one that would visit me. But maybe it was a Sirian.
Feels like Sirian.
The Sirians visit me a lot, and I could see them all the time when they're in a ship or like
Yeah,
interdimensionally. Or I'm
it's a different frequency. It is more like the Avatar movie.
yeah,
They feel
that's
more
what they are, like
Syrian.
the avatars. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And because
And that's
Arcturian
exactly what I
feels,
was seeing. When I
oh,
was a little
okay.
girl, I was coloring the Barbie coloring books. I used to color them blue. I
Oh,
used to say, I don't understand why we can't color them blue. It's pretty too. And I
yeah,
used to color
I
blue.
know. Yeah, we like to, yeah. Then they're like, why are they blue? You know, because
Well,
that's
now
what
we
I
know
want.
because we're in a space of time that we remember and we have contact and stuff like
So maybe the ants have a message too, though, because
that. Mm.
I just drew it right here. The ant being
Oh
kind of
wow.
like that, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. This coming up a lot. Like when I was with Draco with work out there. I know I can work. There's a lot of work we can do over there, interdimensionally in any way that we can stop whatever is happening in a negative timeline. That I know. That I know for a fact. Um, so I mean, sometimes I feel called for. My husband and I were working on getting a camper, and we're going to start going on the road to help with different counties and work in the states. But I do feel called. I do feel called to go into those areas. I also want to be very careful because I know who we are.
Yeah.
We, yeah.
Yeah,
So
the things there definitely, but it would be fun. So if you'll go
yeah.
there and have a camper, then maybe I could go too sometime like that,
Oh
you
my
know, if
God.
you have enough room, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would like to go there. I
And
went to
no
this,
Oklahoma.
huh? Because you would
You're in
come through.
Oklahoma?
Yeah, it would be on the way, you know? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I've been called like with him, like the work that we're doing. We do work with people in different states, and I wanted to go through all these areas, and if we stop by to see people that we knew or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but that we could make a little road trip out of that too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That'd be fun. Yeah. And be ready to be full of source for sure.
Yep.
All of that
Yep.
the whole time,
Yep.
everything and cloaked and all of that all the
Yep.
time. Yeah, definitely so. Going in those places. Some some reason it's like a portal there for all those, like all kinds of satanic ritual
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I'm saying. That has is being clear. Like when we're going in interdimensionally, we're doing the work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was one scene. Yeah, there was one scene. This remember I told you I kept getting up every hour. There
Oh,
was a cave, but there was like many demonics in there. And you know what I
oh.
did? I remember walking up to the cage and well, I know when and you pick and choose your battles. And this one,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
I remember doing that. And it
Uh-huh.
felt really, really, really dark. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I've done this release work. I've gone into battles. I've done a lot. But this, the
Yeah.
intensity was so much. It was
Uh-huh.
so dark. It was so many
Yeah.
legions of ancients,
Yeah.
patients. I said,
Yeah.
I smell
You're
a
just like,
I'm walking into this one.
think I'll pass.
I'll pass
Think
with
I'll
this one.
pass.
Yeah. Then I woke
Yeah.
up from that theta state. Like I opened my eyes. I was like, oh, I shielded that. Like I closed it.
Yeah. Cleared your
Done.
energy signature and
Yep.
everything. Uh-huh.
Yep.
From
I
ever
was
being
like, that
there.
is gone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that you
Definitely.
said that and that yeah, I found a spot like that down there. Yep.
Yeah. And it's interdimensional though, right? It's not
It's a
like,
dimensional.
yeah. So
Well,
people
I
who
think
go
if there
there.
was a case, you can find it, right? I
Mm-hmm.
think that it would take a lot of light
Mm-hmm.
to do that kind of work to close it and do something with it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I
Yep.
mean, just wonder if Source can just take it since you found it, and can Source just,
Yeah. I all I know is I closed that from my reality field,
yeah. Yeah.
made it disappear like
Yeah.
that. I was like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
no contact. Nope.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to. this stuff we shouldn't have to deal with all that, because we have to still be here and live our life and be healthy so we can do our mission, so
right.
other things
Yeah,
should
show me
see
so
that.
many things in those canyons. Like
Yeah.
it was one job to do this, another job to do that. And then
Wow.
I saw you, and then I saw, I don't know if it was Bryn or
Probably.
Patty. I'm not sure which one it was. I just saw the blonde hair.
Oh,
And
maybe Pin Patty then, huh?
and then
Yeah.
we were there just looking in. There were these honeycomb, like
Yeah.
orange and red, and I
Yeah.
was like, then when I
It's
came out of that, I
pretty.
was like, wow, what was that? Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
is Chris working? I was wondering if you were there and you were doing work, and like, how, I don't know, like, I didn't know
Yeah.
what was.
I think it was just a message of confirmation too, in a way, or they were saying hi, too, because you was going to be meeting with me too. So it's just saying hi. It's what I kind of feel. And then with Max, because Drago really loves Max too. So did you
This
tell
what it
him
was,
that?
because it was James who said it. Like, it's like he yelled it from my side, and he said, Max Spears, just like that.
Yeah.
And I heard it clear. I said, well, I have no idea what that means, because I have no memory of it. I have nothing of it. I said, this must be to Drago, because I have no clue.
Did he tell him? And did you tell Drago then?
So I told him, So I guess what he was going to make whatever it was of it, like put together what it is.
It's just probably saying hi as well, like that,
There was so much to do in our session, like, and that we had to go down and, do all that work too,
Isn't it funny how James brings he'll say stuff to us too like that? Because he's like, he told Tiffany, just tell Christy that I'm just a phone call away, like, so,
oh, wow.
Yeah. So he's funny how he's always just close by, like I feel that, like he's still working,
definitely, and there's always aspects of us, so definitely. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't have gotten that message if it wasn't. And I remember during that week when it was like a week, or I don't know if it was like a week or two after, his crossing, like over, like he came to me and he said, it's in the drawer, the document they're looking for. It's in the middle drawer of the desk. You got to pull it out. So then I happened to have a conversation with somebody who may have been working with this, and I said, he said it's in a desk and it's in a middle drawer. Do you have something like that there? And then she mentioned there was 2 desks, and there was a document that needed to be found. I don't know what it was for. But
that's
that
good.
was what he was saying.
That he's helping.
And she confirmed it.
Wow.
At the, yeah. It had to deal with something with the paperwork of the super soldier stuff. I'm imagining. I know it had to do something like that because she was looking for something, but I don't like to pry. I don't ask information. I don't like getting involved in details.
Me too. I'm the same way, because we don't want to.
So
we don't want to be attached to it. Like we don't want to be attached to that. We can just give the message, but we don't want any kind of attachment to the whole thing.
So I said, look, this is what was said, and then she confirmed. And I was like, okay, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't want to know. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
Some people ask, what was it? Tell me. What was all that? Wonder what that meant. I'm like,
right.
Like, but I don't even care to even know all of that. It's not even my business,
It's none of my business.
Yeah. So if it would have been in my reality, my face, then that's my business. But something else, it's not. So I have enough to deal with.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool that we got this. I got the 2 contacts after he passed away. So he's definitely doing stuff.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I know how you talk. That's how I would see him too. And what I liked about him, how kind of playful and stuff. And he's just direct in how he communicates, but it's kind of playful like that too. That's kind of funny to me. I kind of laugh when I hear when messages and stuff, because I don't know why it makes me laugh, because it feels like him, because he would always make me laugh how he said, he's kind of like, okay, like he's like something like,
I wish I got to know him more. Since I met him through a friend, and because he came as a speaker to the first event that I worked with somebody in collaboration for Super Conscious Expo, but we didn't really get to talk. But then I found out he was doing this event, And they're like, oh, do you want to volunteer for this work? And I was like, of course, I want to help, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's when I got to know him. And
Oh, good.
because I still didn't know about this whole world. Like I started learning as I was doing the
The
events
work.
and
Mm-hmm.
videos
Oh,
and having my
nice.
own memories, validating stuff. Yeah. So,
That's
I
good.
mean, yeah. And he's beautiful, beautiful heart, beautiful soul. And I
Yeah.
had that I had a chance to work with him and that to continue all of us continuing the work of bringing awareness. But the awareness is to bring for the healing aspect,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're here
Mm-hmm.
to heal, move forward, and close off these energetic fields that want to keep resurging because they come back because it's getting activated, but we need to close them off that they no longer are existing. These draconians are no longer existing. They're not in this timeline. They're not. It's like stop the loops, right?
Uh-huh.
It's no loops, no more. We're not going to accept these realities. But to be able to do that, we have to be aware of the systems, and people have to also be aware of how deep the de facto has gone and why it is untrustworthy and why we must be self-governed and that it all comes from within,
Mm-hmm.
right? And in recognizing everything is from within will bring peace across all nations, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is to bring awareness, healing, and that's it at the end of the day, and I believe as we keep moving the healing aspects of it, we'll see less divisions within the network, less all this whatever's resonating in the ego space. Because we have to constantly remind people, yeah, we're having these events, but these events are to heal. We have solutions. We are creating the solutions for them.
Mm-hmm.
And, when you're about that and you really give that healing and that pure love frequency, people are going to really start reflecting on these ego portions, or maybe we can help as healers, each of us, different individually, whatever we're at these events, or even collectively when we go out to do a full healing in the masses,
Mm-hmm.
that it gets done. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of us to do that. So I know it's going to get, it's just a sense of knowing, like there's just something within me and my knowing that I know we're going to get the job done.
Yeah.
This is
Of
going to get
course.
done.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
here.
we didn't come here for nothing
Yeah.
we didn't come here to fail, or there's no way that even will happen, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
this is
okay.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Gateways are open. We're anchored in the timeline. I can see it. I can feel it. We're in between the both, and it's happening, and it's a beautiful thing. We just gotta get as many over, and if we can do the whole thing, we'll do it. Because as you know, like it's been even with Dolores Ken and all the other people that have, but such as I think this could even be part of a manifestation of the reality. We're saying 70% is only it's not going to make it, or this percent is not going to make it. We could still put in our intention that they are right.
That they all are. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That would be better if all,
Yeah.
not leave or not whatever
Because it's all
you
part of our
say.
collective reality
Yeah.
agreement.
Uh-huh.
And that's important. I've been able to travel out of this system, and I've seen these plasma networks and these databases of all planetary dimensional systems. And the plasma being said, these are all agreed upon realities. And you should see a movie like so slow and ease and showing me these it's like cartridges. You see these cartridges, like cities within these cartridges. And they're telling me all about these simulations. But they said these are all agreed upon realities from the collective, the soul group, which is true, and that's what we found out too, even through Ashtiana Dean's work. Like some of them are agreed reality, but then it got hijacked, and so now we have to come in and do the work. The Freedom Life teaching. Patty writes a lot about. I love that she does put the information out there because not. I feel like not enough people are aware of what happened. Right.
Yeah.
The ascension, that false anchored time, the false timeline, and then the anchored versus the anchored organic timeline.
Yeah, the false matrix, right? That I was seeing it like it's like a overlay or something like that, and then so they have like a and it's like they have like a thing that kind of like a magnet, and then it shoots up like anyone who's has a whole lot of the graphene stuff in them, like that shoots them up there, maybe even steals pieces of them or something, and then it takes it over here, maybe divine aspects or something. I was seeing that. It's like if they
like
had
siphoning different pieces of that
maybe of their
being.
divine piece or some pieces of them that got disconnected after they got a shot or something, like that. So I'm not sure with all how that I just seen that in a reading where he got the graphene shot, and then it was like magnetic thing going over, like it was like it like floats in the air. Maybe it's the all the spray and stuff too. And then it's
All
something
the
just
metals and stuff.
yeah, something just came out of his body. It was like his divine self or feminine self. And then I seen that she was still tethered to him, but I seen that she got pulled in over here to this false matrix and planted in there. And she couldn't get out. He had to pull her out, but he didn't even know she was in there. So he had a session with me, and then I pulled her out, and then I was like weaving the like back together to put her back into his
I
body.
love the
And I
work
said,
we do
yeah,
when we see
I
stuff.
said, now
We
you
wouldn't
need,
see it
yeah,
unless we do it like
yeah.
these
I said,
sessions
I
and
told him,
healings.
so it might be too much. I don't know, but because he was saying, I want to find my soulmate. And I said, huh? I'm like, I'm not a matchmaker, but there's a reason why he's saying that. So he's looking for outside, he's looking for what is inside missing. So that piece together. And then that's what I told him there. And I said, work on self-love, self-care, because he has a lot of fear of things and lots of negative thoughts. He does, especially because he was really activated and stuff. And then after he got the shot, then everything he said went black. Nothing. He
Mm.
couldn't see no more. And he tried to cleanse and stuff, but he just felt nothing after that. So I then he said, "Can you also help me find my star family? And then if there is like a soulmate or something too." And I was like, "Hmm." So okay, about her because she was gone over here. So I put her back in, and I told him to start reading like some the Sophia codes, or that came to mind, and just divine feminine stuff to anchor her in and feel more love for himself. Like he
Yeah,
needs
to
love
anchor.
and lots of
Yeah.
love. He needs like that. His heart was just like because just putting her in, he needs to love himself, and then that's like acknowledging her, because it was like weaving her in or braiding her in back into him, and I braided her all the way back in, and now she's in, but he has to so figure that out. So yeah,
That was
I get him all kinds of image. I did the energetic Reiki scan, and then with the images, so I gave him all kinds of images that I'm guided to, and some of them I didn't make. I just kind of found them, like the Sophia Code book, or that, and whatever. I was like, but it took me a long time to tune into him because it was just blank, and I'm like, higher to his higher self. What's going on? Like I'm not getting anything here, so I just wait and I wait until something comes up, and then I seen her over here, and she was like sitting down and so sad, because she couldn't get out of there. She doesn't know how. She's like it was like in a jar how the opening is, and then there people are getting shot into that false matrix all the time every day, like, and then they're anchored into that false matrix to the like ley lines and stuff. Like she was anchored down and she can't get out. She can't see the cord and she can't pull herself because he has to pull it back, and he would have never known that either. Most people don't know that it's like gone.
and
And then
he's never met her in person. He had never met her in person, right?
this is within himself, the feminine
Within
within
himself.
himself. Like the
All the
divine
feminine
feminine
within
in
himself, the
himself.
balance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's like, I want to find a soulmate, but he's like looking outside for her, but she's really inside that's missing, like that. Like he wants to find what's missing, but it's inside, because that's how I
Yeah.
interpreted
That's
it.
the balance of divine masculine and feminine
Hmm.
within.
Yeah, his
Yep.
self-love and care, and he had a lot of this stuff missing from himself, that was just out of balance. So I told him all of those things that came up in the Reiki scan, and then I was putting her back in and healing his heart like that too. A lot of Reiki on his heart and all that. But yeah, he'll have to do that
Yeah, because now he has to go through the integration of it.
Mm-hmm.
Rest
Yeah.
of the work.
So I think
Yep.
he'd probably start maybe feeling better, hopefully, after he does that. So, because he was already into the all that stuff before, but he had to get it because of his work. So I think he felt he had shame, guilt, uh, kind of some anger, frustration, all of that. He was blaming himself for having to get that shot because of his work, and he didn't want it, and he was awakened. But
Of the
after he
guilt.
took that,
Yeah.
then it went black. Yeah, so you can imagine how that would feel. He's like, I
That
can't
created
see
a huge
anything.
blockage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was gone. Like she left, like I guess she got sucked out of it. I seen her get sucked out through like that
Yeah.
thing, that goes over.
Yeah. I just saw like a lot of tightness and cramping in his lower abdominal.
Oh yeah.
It was a lot of that. Like I just like when you said that, but that's
Uh-huh.
because of that, what you just talked about, and that's all root and solar
Oh,
plexus.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, so that's confirmation for me too. Cause I
Yeah.
told my mom and dad and they're like, you did what now? They're like,
Yeah, I know it's crazy because we wind up in places and we didn't even know what's
I know.
possible, what's going
Yeah,
on. Like I
I
wind up
know.
I'm doing a healing on somebody now. I'm somewhere between their many lifetimes down a portal or like of
Somewhere.
years
Yeah.
going in,
I
and I'm
know.
somewhere else, and then like I'm in that dimension, and then I have to heal all the ancestry line, but it's like it's a lot.
I
It's a lot.
know.
Like you don't even know it's like what's possible like when you see stuff like that. You're like,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
did
And
that
then
just
Yeah, and then how do I just tell him I'm just gonna be straight up because I'm not gonna hold anything back because I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I just typed it all in. It took me a long time to even find you, because it usually just takes me. I usually have the visions like of everything right away, like of stuff. I can look at them and then stuff comes out of Star Family, all this stuff,
that's why I wanted my appointment with you because I said she can confirm a lot of maybe my missing stuff, the gap stuff,
Mm-hmm.
um
Yeah.
and then like then I find all that stuff out when you send me the artwork, or is that toward the end of the session, or how does that work?
Yeah, I'll be working on it and stuff too. I'll be
Yeah.
kind of tuning in. Give me a couple days with it too. And I put it on a PDF, if it would be, like that. So and then I just email that to you. So you can just print that off. You can do whatever you want to with it. But
I have a
or
question.
I could just send it to your messenger too if you want me to do that, all at once in a way.
Yeah,
And then that way you could print them up
whoever probably thinks might be easier. Do
yeah.
you think that we were all in a wolf pack?
Probably so, yeah. But it's probably uh like we were hybrids. This might be Sirian too, though, the hybrid wolves and ancient, and then also new wolves too, probably coming in from other
Yeah,
places
because
and
I'm not too familiar with all that work, like all those like species, like
hmm
you just described them. Um, because I've always been very drawn to the husky type of wolves,
yeah.
dogs, like
hmm
that kind of energy. Um, and even looking at this wolf, right? Like I think it's beautiful. I think it's like I love your wolf. Like
Yeah.
stop,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It doesn't scare me. It doesn't make me afraid. I've always if I had it whenever I like when we got a dog, like we finally were able. My daughter was gifted a dog, but she was gifted a dog that we've always wanted. It turned out to be a husky. It was a wolf, like of those
hmm
half wolves,
Wow.
right? And she was gorgeous. She was so beautiful. I mean, she already crossed over, but she was such a beautiful little
Uh-huh.
angelic being.
So
I mean,
smart. Uh-huh.
yeah. But then also, I was very, I've had the blessing of having other dogs within my field, that always came to me. Not that I went and I got them. They
Right.
just
Right. They
right.
come
They
to
came
you.
to me.
Yeah.
Like right now,
Uh-huh.
my husband has this beautiful dog. They remind me of another dog that came to me for my kids, and it was the same breed,
Oh wow.
same color, like everything, and
hmm
you, you know, they just know stuff. Like
Yeah, I see
it's
that that dogs come to him all the time. I see that.
wow,
Like dogs come to
yeah.
him all the time. And
Mm.
if he could work at a place like a dog, like a sanctuary, like that would be just like heaven
And
almost
this
in
would
that
be for
way.
who?
For your
For who?
husband? For your husband?
Yeah, he told me he always had the dogs. He had a bunch of dogs before him. He said they're all smart and
Yeah, he's good trainer with them, throwing the ball,
yeah.
teaching
I'm
them
like,
all the like the
I
Sir
love my
like
cat.
Caesar Milan, the Caesar Milan, how he does with the dog whisper. So your husband's like the dog whisperer.
Feel that. I totally feel that. You should squeeze
Mm-hmm.
in your CD a little, but you just know people will see you on video everywhere. He was sitting in the background here with me. Come closer. Because it's always
Hey.
obviously.
Yep. Dog
Yeah, it's
whisperer,
good.
huh? The dog whisperer, huh? Yeah, I can
Over the
see
course
that.
of my life, I've had 5 dogs that were unusual and really connected with. But this one here
Yeah.
he's talking about is the top of all of them.
Oh.
So it's like
Mm-hmm.
an evolution. It just kept getting better and better.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see you doing all that, like throwing the ball and teaching them how to swim and get like all of that. Well, I think they already kind of know how to swim, don't they? Most of
Well,
them, or not.
he didn't. He swam like a rock. I remember the first
Mm-hmm.
time I pushed him in the water, I thought he was going to
Oh,
drown.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
But most
Yeah.
dogs are pretty good swimmers. Yeah,
What kind of dog is it that you have there? Is he a
it's a
bigger
pit
dog?
bull.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
It's
Yeah,
a
that
pitbull,
is
but it
like
looks like
Caesar
a
Milan,
mix.
just
It
like
looks like a
Caesar
mix
Milan.
too.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're so
Like
smart,
my
huh?
uncle.
They're so
Oh, he's very
strong.
smart.
Yeah, and strong. Like with I love the Caesar Milan shows, when he's right like has his the skates on and he has his pulling the dogs are pulling him like a sled, but he's taking him for exercise. So it's like exercise,
Mm-hmm.
rehabilitate or exercise, then what is it? Like the three things they need first. Exercise, but affection is last. Exercise, maybe food, and then affection or something like things. So but yeah, that's cool. And with horses too? What about with
Yep.
horses?
Had horses
Uh-huh.
growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I can see you brushing a horse, a whole bunch of horses. Yeah. So do you do Reiki? Are you Reiki master or in Reiki? Yeah.
We've never taken those courses. We just
Do it
innately have the
automatically.
ability.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he's
Yeah.
done healing on me, just putting hands
Yeah.
like that, he just
Uh-huh.
knows naturally how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
you do. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yep, I can see that because you'll see you brushing it, but they like it with your hands, because it's healing with when you're brushing them. And when you're talking to the dog, though, they sit there. I can see like a whole bunch of dogs on the stage like that, and they're like telepathic with them and everything too. But I just see dogs and I see like some birds too, some birds and everything, maybe
There's a
like a
lot of
bird.
birds on this property. We
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of bluebirds and red robins.
Yeah,
But
I see the bird.
I've also had exotic birds. I've had the
Yeah,
blue and gold
yep,
hog. I've
I
had
see
the
him. I see him like on
Mm-hmm.
your shoulder and you talking to him like you're real calm. You have real calm energy and everything. They would just sit on your shoulder and but all kinds of animals are now just talking like coming up like a hippo I just seen a hippo. So I don't know. Like zoo animals are just coming up now. Like tell him like they're all coming up. So I think any animal think you can just go to the zoo and just be like do like a healing or something,
Oh
because I
my
seen
gosh,
like a
that's
giraffe,
amazing.
like a giraffe and the
I will tell you
lions.
one. Yep, I'll tell you one from the big cat feline family. Was a snow leopard,
Oh wow.
and it had killed 2 people over the course of its life. It ended up at our reserve where I was working because it was its last chance, and it was so rare they didn't want to kill it. And I built the pen for it. I fed it every day, and one day, and there was a space between the foundation she laid on and the fence. It was about this wide, and I would take chicken and stick it in the fence, and we'd play tug of war with it.
Yep.
And one day I went out there to feed her, and she laid down on her side and presented her belly to that part of the fence and let me reach through there and rub her belly. It was the
Nice.
most fascinating experience. I got in a lot of
Wow.
trouble for
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah.
I didn't
Mm-hmm.
have any reservation about it. I felt totally natural.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Like a regular cat or dog or whatever that
Yep.
you would.
It,
Yeah.
we
Because she
connected.
let you.
We had a
Mm-hmm.
great bond.
Yeah, that's like I can feel your energy from your hands when you was petting her. Yeah. She could feel that though. Definitely your calmness. Like you mesh with their frequency. You know how to like merge with their frequency, whatever animal it is. And then they are like, oh, they understand me. It's like the same frequency. you know, like with the dog is like really calm, your dog there. And you just like, it just like stays, you just stay on the same frequency. Like he wants some cheese, you know, or something like, what? You know, so you can read his mind. He tells you in images what he wants. And you're
I
just like,
believe that.
he wants to go outside. And you're like, they're like, how do you know that? So, but yeah, that would,
This dog is really telepathic.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
He
He tells
really is.
you,
Like,
he tells you in images what he wants.
yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Yep.
And you're like,
yep.
what do you want to eat? And or he'll just randomly tell you things that he wants, you know, like that walking through. So yeah, they're really smart, those pit bulls. Yeah. Yeah, he just likes to lay around. Uh I don't does he don't do a lot of like running and stuff. He's real calm. Is he real calm?
He's pretty calm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes to
Uh-huh.
be like a little prince. Like he
Yeah.
likes it. Like he can't be out for a long time as long as we are on the land. He
Yeah.
wants to get into the air conditioning and lay
Yeah.
down.
Gets hot. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's how our big dog is too. Yeah. What's his name? What's his
His
dog's
name is Xander.
Xander? Oh yeah, that's pretty. I like that. That sounds like a prince or something too.
That's
Yeah.
what I feel like. I feel like he has like a prince energy, and he's a
Mm-hmm.
commander. This dog is a commander. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, like a
I know
Syrian,
commander,
like Syrian
guardian. Yep.
commander. Mm-hmm.
And when he comes
Mm-hmm.
in, like he has a command voice
Yeah.
too.
The boy.
I'm
The
here.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fine, open the door. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, he's a
Yeah.
commander, Jason. He's a commander. When I
Yeah.
got introduced to him, I'm like, this dog is a commander.
What is he close to your daughter or what? I just see him with the with the kid, with the female
I think
kid
he's pretty close to my 17-year-old son.
to his son.
Um,
The
But
only
no.
daughter I can think of is because we have a new marriage, and my
Mm-hmm.
daughter's she interacted a lot with him recently on her
Oh,
visit.
okay. Uh-huh. So
Um,
that's what he's
her
showing me.
daughter's her daughter is a special, unique individual.
she's a rainbow, one of like the
Uh-huh.
rainbows,
Mm-hmm.
and she's ready
Yeah.
kind of deal. But my son is crystalline, and I told you, he's like what's more on the spectrum, and he's more like, I don't want. Let's just talk about peace. You don't want to know money of this other
Yeah,
stuff.
your daughter can do the light language. I've seen her do the light language for Xander, you know, like go over, like talking to him and stuff and like doing the light language and stuff or singing or hugging him. So he really liked that a lot. Yeah.
Wow.
Like in his
Yep.
stomach or something. Like I think she healed something that was like in his stomach area. Maybe he had like blocked poop or something, like felt like something like he needed to poop or whatever, you know, like that. So she was like, you know, like she could do healing.
That
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she's been present with all healings I do on people and work that I've done, and
Mm-hmm.
We'll ask her.
very what
Mm-hmm.
is that word? Like she's more in our realm, like you and I, all of
Mm-hmm.
us.
Mm-hmm.
She is part of the
Does
tribe
My
she
I'm in.
cousin,
hum? Does
old
she
soul.
hum like mm-hmm.
She's an ancient soul, like she's old. Does she hum? Have I noticed she's more of a dancer?
Yeah. She
Well,
likes
Music,
she
toning.
loves
music,
music.
dancing.
Yeah.
She's she's very taken to music and dancing.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
like your son is just like him, like a guy like him. So he just like he's one of the guys, you know, like with your son, like what you're one of the guys, you know, like so it feels all the same, like you know, like he's just one of the guys. So he just will plop down like he thinks he's like human or something, you know, like that at times, Xander,
He
you
wants
know,
to be.
so uh-huh. So he'll want to everything like a human would, you know. So I think he's like, how old is your son? How old is he? Your son?
17.
Oh,
Oh,
mine
okay.
or her?
No,
Mine is
yours
17.
17, and he lives there, so he's real close to Xander's close to your son then.
He's very high
Follows him
frequency.
everywhere. Mm-hmm. And is
You, yeah, he's definitely
watches
one of
for
these
when
kids.
he comes home from school and stuff like that. Like he's
Oh yeah, he'll sleep. Yeah, he likes spending time with him whenever he's
mm-hmm.
around.
Mm-hmm.
Doubt about it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. So that's good. Any other dogs or just Xander?
With
Well,
within the household,
Right,
like land, there's
like
another
currently.
dog.
Mm-hmm.
But his parents have a dog. They live on their property too, and like they have two cats that come in and out.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah. So with me, I connect more with the cats because I don't know if it's the whole Egyptian or the other side thing. It's like it just brings my blood pressure down when I see a cat. I'm like, oh my God, I want to pet you. I want to keep you, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, but they don't make an appearance often. I just see them come in and out, and they like to go outside too. And
Yeah. Yeah, but he's real. Xander don't go and over there to. He's not aggressive to go attack him, or he probably just lay down while they walk on him. Yeah, he would just
even
like
the
lay down.
chickens.
I
He
just
just
see that.
walks by the chickens, sees
Yeah, he
them.
doesn't care. He's like a human, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a little commander. He's a being. He's a knowing. Like I talk to him all the time.
I can see him walking on 2 feet, you know, like that too. Yeah. Where he would stand up and walk, and he's like about 7 foot, you know, as a dog being, you know, canine, like that too. So he would, like on ships and stuff too, like being on a ship or whatever, like that. So he doesn't.
Yeah, I believe it because he's definitely a commander, and I feel it in the energy field, the way he speaks, is everything. Like, yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know,
we've always said if he could actually use our language, he would use it. He uses different sounds all the time to communicate with you.
Yeah.
Not just barking. He's got different pitches and different tones he'll make.
Yeah.
And I've been able to see him a few times. Jason's got him like to tell, like if somebody wants to hear it, to say "I love you." He says "I love you."
Oh.
Yeah,
like that. He knows. Yeah, he knows. He'll try to say it. He tries to repeat it with the sound. Like if you hum it or something like that, if you say it like in that way, then he'll try to repeat it.
How do you ask him again? How do you tell him say "I love you"? That he just said "say I love you" and that he understands it.
And he'll repeat it.
Sometimes I will use a whining or a whimpering sound.
Yeah, say like oh, like that, and then he'll do it. Then he'll say like, "Huh? You spoke my language."
That's right.
He's like, "Huh?" He's like, "Huh?" That's funny. Yeah, I think he likes that. That is cute. They're like the big baby, like a big, like laying on you and everything, laying in the middle of the bed.
Little baby faces he does.
Yeah, I know. Just taking up the whole bed. I see him taking up like the whole bed, and you're like, you gotta move.
Yeah, but I'm short, so it works out because he's taller.
Yeah,
so I'm short. I don't mind.
Yeah. He keeps your feet warm and stuff, and you're like, move over, and he's like, oh. He doesn't even care. He's like a teenager, just vegging out, you know, wherever. He just hangs out everywhere.
Well, before I came along, that was his spot anyway. So he's like, lady, that was my. So I really explained this story first.
He's like, I guess I'll let you fit in here, scoot it over a little bit. So he's pretty open. He's not selfish or nothing. Good. Yeah, he's not selfish or me first kind of dog, you know. He'll like wait and like look at y'all while you're eating. Like, you gonna give me some of that or what, you know?
Yeah, and he doesn't get people from us, but he does give that look.
Chicken. I thought a chicken, like him that white chicken, you know, chicken breast or a bunch of chicken. Like he's like.
Jason confirms that he does like white chicken, but we don't cook meat here.
Oh, okay.
We gave it to him for a remedy one time when he had a digestive issue. We mixed it with his food, and he loved it.
Yeah. Once in a while, but it's really whole foods and vegetarian food. So he'll eat like a watermelon or something.
Oh, he loves fruit.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
He loves pasta too when I make pasta.
Oh, he loves pasta.
Oh.
I said this has an Italian flavor, like.
Oh yeah, it tastes good. The cheese and stuff.
And it's a plain pasta, you know, without the sauce or anything.
Oh, okay, just the noodles. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. But anything makes him like the food smell like that, you know. I just smell food.
He sits in the kitchen with me while I'm cooking.
Yeah, I know you're a good cook. Yep.
Well, thank you.
I can see that. Yep.
He's an amazing cook.
Yep, I can see you frying all kinds of stuff up on the grill, but on the stove, tasting it. here, taste this, see if you like it. You know, I can see you doing that. Like you have a chef hat on. So I said, like, that's why I was like, you're a good cook because you have a chef
Yep.
hat on.
Yeah. That
Like
is
you could
so
be a
true.
chef and getting stuff out of the oven. You're like magic. You're like a wizard in the kitchen with that.
Well,
You're like,
when we go
how'd
on
you
our
cook
little
so
road trip,
fast?
you'll have some of that food.
Yeah. My mom is the wizard in our kitchen here in the kitchen. She's like, I'm like, you already finished. It took you an hour to make this whole Thanksgiving dinner or something. It would have taken me like so long. I could never have done all this, because I get distracted and you have to love to cook though,
I
to
do
do
love
that.
cooking. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's therapy. Yeah,
Uh-huh. And
it's
mixing the
therapy.
stuff and sauteing. I see you cooking a steak or salmon or some kind of thing like that though. Like a
Yeah.
salmon. I see like a
I've done
salmon.
salmon. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I used to
Like
love doing
that.
salmon fillets. Yeah,
Yeah.
I quit
Yeah.
cooking salmon because I got concerned with the contamination of the meat.
Yeah. That has like all kinds of parasites in that. I saw that on
Well,
there.
and it has plastic, a lot of plastic paraffins in
Oh,
it.
oh gosh.
All the,
Wow.
you know,
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. You know
there's
how to
not a,
cook.
yeah, there's not, apparently there's not any fish anymore on this planet that doesn't have plastic in it.
Oh my.
We've done such a
Oh.
good job of aerosoling and waste products getting into our water. Yeah.
So it's like the same thing that people have been exposed to, all this plasticity with the water bottles. They're in a whole ocean with all this stuff. They
Mm-hmm.
got some degree or
They're
of
trying.
it.
They're trying to turn us. They're trying to terraform the earth and turn us all into silicone.
Oh yeah.
But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're here.
Wow.
yeah, we're resisting.
We're here. We've arrived. All of
Yeah.
us here.
I know. We're like the
So that's
rebellion.
it.
We're the what is it? The rebel not the rebellion, but what is it called?
But we're
Forgot.
definitely the resistance.
Resistance. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, definitely
and we're the
so.
reformers. We reform and we
Mm-hmm.
educate.
Yeah.
The light.
Yeah, we are the light.
We're the light, the guardians. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. The guardians are here. So it's like they can't do much with so many guardians here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's like game over. Like I keep saying, it's just game over.
Mm-hmm.
Many of
Mm-hmm.
us here. So we're gonna get
Yeah.
the job.
Yeah. Yep. Well, okay. All right then. So good to meet you both and all that
Same
too
here.
and visit with you too. So
Thank you,
yeah.
Yeah,
Christy.
And I'll
appreciate your
just
time.
Yeah, thank you. And I'll send you the pictures though in a few days. Like I'll gather, like I just kind of do it intuitively and let it be fun. And then they turn out really nice, in that way. So it's not like, oh, I gotta make her a picture. I hope this is right. I just kind of do it for fun. And then that way it'll be something that's from my heart, instead of rushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Thank
difference
you.
how it looks and
There
feels,
is a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I love it because it gives time for you can go through that energetic, like intuitive,
Hmm.
process or journey, and it's just gonna make it all complete.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, did I have any questions?
I don't think so.
I think that was a couple of days. Da-da-da. Oh, the pictures. Did you ask me for any pictures of myself yet, or did I
You
don't
sent them
remember?
already, remember?
I did
Like,
send them.
uh-huh,
Okay,
you did.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Because I remember something like that being asked,
Yeah.
but I couldn't remember if I did it.
Yeah. I have some up there that I mixed in and see if they'll go. Some of them might look a little bit like you. Some of them might not look because you have different bodies and stuff over the realities and stuff. Even
Oh
the
yeah.
age though thing, the AI doesn't like to do a lot of younger kids with a lot of stuff in the bed. It won't let me like if a kid's laying in bed, it doesn't let you do that. So you have to just say you have to say it's like a kid maybe outside or something like that. They don't do if you say word it that way, you have to figure out how to word it so then it'll make the picture. But it won't make any
Right.
kid in bed. They won't. It
Mm,
says no, that's against the I'm like, they're just sitting in bed. No, no, so that I guess that's okay, you know, for the children and stuff like that. So yeah.
right.
But yeah, I just work around it and stuff until it's right, till I figure it out. Hmm. So
Perfect.
okay. All right. Well, have a good rest of the night then. And I'll talk
Thank
and I'll
you.
I'll post this though, okay?
Yep. Sounds
Okay.
like a plan.
Okay,
Thank you,
sounds good.
Christy.
Okay, bye-bye,
Have
guys.
a good night.
Okay,
Good night, everybody.
and a good 4th of July too.
Oh,
Happy
thank
4th
you.
of
Have a
July.
wonderful weekend. For us state nationals, we just teach the true history of what happened. A lot of people don't know that there was also, it was called the secret meetings that happened before our nation was born, the Constitution, a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh,
So
nice.
we speak about those things, and he actually is the one who teaches the history of it. Maybe we should do like a broadcast like that and share it. Because a lot of people don't know that a lot of them like were under the gun when they signed even the Declaration of Independence, and they were threatened to. And that this
Oh,
was actually written in agreement with it's with the crown, right, Jason? The British crown was involved in it, and a lot of people don't know all the back end story. So all this came really from all the systems, from the satanic systems, which is the fallen angels. Everything came into play like that, and that's why that this flag was last raised. There was so much history, like, and that's when all the systems came up. That was
yeah,
you start finding out when you go in and on the true history, but you have to do the research to find the information.
yeah,
So
yeah. And
yeah.
it's fascinating too once you find it and learn about it. It's like, oh, that makes sense
Yeah,
now.
because a lot of people don't know about that. You know, everybody's celebrating the 250th year, but they don't really know what happened. And they probably wouldn't be celebrating. They really knew what happened, the dark agenda, the dark things that happened behind those curtains, so to say. But the truth coming to light, right, is and us restoring right now from 1776 to now, it's like it's finally happening. The tension that
Yeah,
was set for true freedom, true
yeah,
harmony, right?
yeah,
True abundance
right.
for
hmm
everyone.
Yeah, and I'm
So we're
even
living that.
born in the 1976, so I'm born in the bicentennial year, and
Oh, wow.
my birthday is just 7 days before Independence Day. You know, it was June 27th, and it's just
Oh,
7 days, so it's
wow.
close to there. Yeah, and yeah, so
You're Gemini then.
I did
Yes.
Cancer, Cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
Cancer.
That is cancer. I remember like something you wrote something about cancer, or
Yeah,
you did like a short video or something on it.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
cancer.
the Cancer. Yeah, but it's I have you
Schedule a
know
session for her with you. If she lets me do it.
what
You'll love
what
her. She's 19.
who is it?
Cancer. My daughter.
Oh, your daughter is too?
I think
Oh,
she was in the SSP because she
uh-huh.
came up in my self hypnosis, but I wasn't sure what I was seeing. So when Drago was asking me, like I saw her image, and I'm like, why am I seeing her image? I couldn't even speak it
Oh,
because she just came up when he was going. Is it somebody that we know in the SSP that you know that we know that's in the SSP, like in this well, not in this knowing, but then her image came up. Yeah, she came out when he was asking that question. It was like because it turned out like under a self hypnosis session, like then when we were together, they breeded us, and children
yeah,
came out of our lives.
yeah,
So her image came up, but she's not in this reality right now. There's certain things she's accepting, certain things like it's been pieces because she came in with a lot of abilities.
I
I
see
would love
her
her.
using her psionic abilities.
Oh,
They would have taken her for if they did, they used it for psionics,
yeah,
because she could
yeah,
pick something up and throw it, psionically. She's really psionic, telepathic, can get in people's minds like that. So she
yeah.
would,
She's super intuitive,
hmm
super intuitive.
hmm
Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can. Maybe she'll be interested in doing a session like this. After you do mine completely, she can see. I can
yeah.
encourage her. I would love for her too.
Maybe she'll watch the video, but sometimes kids don't always want to watch the videos because it's not like, it's like has to be something they're interested in. So,
But
you know,
she looks into our content when I
that's
post
good.
them, and
Oh,
she's
good.
into. Yeah, in the beginning, it was hard for her because she was trying to be more human, but she's seeing like with
Yeah.
all these abilities and what's going on, and through
Mhm.
her own awakening experience and shadow work, is she's accepting, like coming to the acceptance.
Yeah. Yeah, because she can write the light language in the air. I see her writing light language in the air, you know, coding places, talking Arcturian, like a lot of Arcturian with her in Sirian.
The ones that came around her were the blue avians.
Oh, okay, Blue Avian too.
Came in.
Yeah.
They came in.
I see that. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And
She
she relates
likes,
to a lot of birds. She has a lot of
yeah, I
bird
see
in her.
that. I see her up on a mountain, like journaling or something, you know? Like she likes to be high up, like if it was high up places and stuff, so she can just be
I
away
guess
from
she'd rather
everybody.
be a bird than be a human.
Yeah, because it's up above everybody, so she can be above their thoughts and stuff, so she don't feel all of that, and she can just be at peace up there
Yeah,
in
she's
the
given
mountain.
me one of the white birds as a descriptive one. One of the white like birds. I can't recall which one it is, like a Florida bird. And then
Mm-hmm.
she's also told me she's a black swan too. So she's done the black swan, and then she refers to a black one, and this white bird, Floridian bird, one of the Floridian birds that she's
Mm,
referred to.
yeah, but any bird, I see her as a eagle too, a bald eagle.
I think
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because she's all about like yeah. So I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
This will be exciting.
Mm-hmm. Might be her spirit animal is a bald eagle. Yep.
I believe that the way she came up in my hypnosis, that she knows all of us. She's been with us, like
She
especially if
just
she's or something relating to it, because it came up in our session.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if she's in SSP because I think you probably shut all that down, but she's probably like in the good team doing the psionic stuff too on
Yeah,
every level. I see that, you know.
yeah,
I don't see
yeah.
that darkness, the dark stuff
No,
like
she came
that,
out
but I
like a
see.
child breeded from it, like a child that came out
Mm-hmm.
um when he asked.
Like we stopped it, like we're the last of it or something like that, or putting it into it kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I was like, I don't know what I'm seeing. I can't even speak it. When he
Yeah,
asked, I'm like, I don't understand.
you got protective. Like
I
I'm not going this way.
I
Like,
was
what are you
like,
doing?
I was like, later on, I
She's like
texted him, like, look, when you ask this question, I saw this image, but I don't know about her being in the SSB, but the question he did ask was, any breeded children survive from us?
oh, huh.
Was when
Then
her
she
image
did.
came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
She's kind of like your
Um,
guardian too, like a guardian angel too
I believe that. Yeah,
of you,
she's
you know,
very close.
like
They're
of you.
very close.
Uh-huh. I can see
Well,
her.
very close to, there's another, I have four daughters. So the oldest is still adjusting to any of this reality stuff.
Oh, okay.
She's she's so she's a 90s baby. The other two are totally embracing all this.
Uh-huh.
The one is 24 and the other one's 19.
Mm-hmm.
And then the youngest, as you know, is 10. She's and then I have the one son who is in the spectrum,
Mm-hmm.
who's more like peaceful, like, why are you talking that language, mom? It feels weird, it feels funny. Why are you
Oh,
talking
that's cool.
when we talk the light language stuff?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He gets like embarrassed or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's like you're doing something odd, like playing like a bit like a movie, how they talk funny on the movie or whatever, like that.
Yeah.
Like a like what are you doing? Is that baby talk or what? You know?
Yeah, he's like, mommy, why are you doing that? You're like, gosh, so much. I can do it in front of people and I'm comfortable. And he's like,
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
He don't
Mm-hmm.
like it. He's like, what are you saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I think he just feels it. He feels it, but then he's like, why are you talking like that to them? You know?
Yeah. Yep. 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 That's
You know,
exactly him.
my son is he's autistic level 3 though, you know.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
My
he's
nephews
21.
are level 3. My
Yeah.
nephews.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are they
My son is
violent?
1.
Are they violent? The level 3?
My sister's had a few occasions with
Mm-hmm.
them becoming that way.
Yeah.
One more than the other. The
Mm-hmm.
one twin, because they're twins. So
Uh-huh.
one is more than the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
my
she has
son is
ABA
violent.
therapies and stuff like that. They're
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
But that was during, she saw it more during a certain period of their, in their segment of their life, but not so much now. There hasn't been really like a main incident unless we haven't spoken about it, but she has told me about incidents like that, like a
That's good.
fighting
Oh,
or right and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah.
But that with one of the twins, really the other one, not really.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So yeah, yeah. But the three, yeah, they still nonverbal. Also, I feel like the system, they fail you to a certain degree. And a lot of these people are really learning now when it comes to communications and how to teach how to communicate, right? But they know how to point to stuff or use the tablets and do
Oh,
their
yeah.
genius with the
They
tablet.
know direction, like where stuff is.
Yeah.
They know to say the food they want. They know all kinds of stuff like
Yep.
that. It's more than a lot of people really, It's just
Mm-hmm.
to try to communicate like, well, you want chicken or do you want hamburger? They'll say chicken, or something like that. They can tell you what they want to eat or what they want to kind of, you want the tablet
Right.
or whatever, so they can tell you.
Yeah. And then
But
they're with 2, 3 tablets at the same time or using 2 gadgets at the same time.
yeah.
Yeah, they're able to do that.
Yeah. And then, but my son, he repeats what you ask. It's like, do you want to go to McDonald's? Do you want to go to McDonald's? Do you want to go to the park? Do you want to go to the park? I'm like, what do you
Mm.
do? What are you talking? Like, or something like that. He'll just repeat it back. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're not getting anywhere with this conversation.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
repeating it back.
But the thing is, it's like any small milestone feels like a big milestone
It
with us.
does.
It
Yes,
really does. 'Cause
it
when my
does.
son first started,
100%.
when he even could go past the 3 words, right, to
Yeah.
speak, right, when he went through
Yeah.
that, and when he went through after years, like, they always looking somewhere else, but to actually have the acknowledgement, I actually got a hug, like, right, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
And so
That's
those
awesome.
are
Wow.
milestones for us that
Yeah.
mean everything to us because they're really present. You feel the presence,
Oh,
even though you're present, they just one foot in, one foot out.
yeah.
It just takes it on a whole new level, like
Uh-huh. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is. It's like so a slower paced life or something too, like living slower pace in a way, slower
yeah.
speed,
But you're trying to
not,
get everybody to pause, to work in that frequency of love, to work in that frequency of patience, to reflect on us. What is it that is a trigger within when we're working, like, right, with
yep.
special any type of special needs um child,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because
Mm-hmm.
they're here to assist us. If we need to go into their world, as
Yep.
we've heard,
Yep.
not for
We gotta
them to
go
come into
into their
ours.
world. Yep. And learn
Yeah.
their language, how they talk, everything about them.
And they're super
And
happy.
yeah,
And
that
that's
makes
the
them so
biggest
happy.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
They teach that they're super pure, super happy,
Yeah.
and that's all that matters.
Yep. It is. They're
They don't
happy,
got
then
all
we're
the jobs
happy.
that everyone else carries or has here. Like
Yeah. They don't think that way. That doesn't
yeah,
even register in their reality. They're just like, I
yeah.
just want to watch my show on the tablet and that's all. And they
Mm-hmm.
don't think of anything but that. And then if you're cooking something, but they live in the moment. They don't, they don't worry about anything like that.
You know what
So,
I use? The Tachyon guy, which you might be interested in, because I noticed my son progressed when he imprinted a code onto his Tachyon to put, and he told me put it under my son when he sleeps. He said this will cure the autism. He said
mm.
this will help, and I started noticing my son progress. Like
Oh,
it was like quantum jumping, and he did, like, he was just processing, like, and I started seeing the difference of him. Now he started acclimating and feeling everything and
yeah.
expressing, not
The
feeling like,
Tachyon, the Tachyon
yeah.
like a
Well,
device.
what he did was he put it onto a board. So it's like this little board that I was able to put under him to sleep. So he could imprint onto a piece of paper. That's what I said. He
Oh,
could get a imprint the tachyon energy and the code that you need, a cocktail, whatever it is. And he'll put it in there and then you can use it.
yeah,
So he does that kind of work. Like he's really, God gave him like the source or disagreement he has,
yeah, yeah,
giving him
yeah,
that ability to do that because not everyone can do that. I don't know
yeah.
anybody that can do that, honestly.
No, no.
He's
Mm-mm.
supposed to be doing a talk on the. I do a podcast once in a while, when I feel called to, or like when I have enough time to do it, because my higher self and all the ones that are with us just say that we need more information. We need more because we're overriding the news outlet, the
Mm-hmm.
podcast overriding all of that. So they
Mm-hmm.
need each and every one of us to come on and do something. So I just do it when I can get it in there.
Yeah.
So he'll be speaking. His name is Charles Singer, but I'll send you his info and say, and you could let him know too, and I'll let him know too. Like, oh look, what you made for my son. That you,
Mm-hmm.
it helped a lot,
Yeah.
a lot. Like I
Yeah.
felt a change from that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
at that time, we were doing a lot of, energy healing work and stuff like that. But I felt that was the significant thing that
Mm-hmm.
helped. And I just did a couple nights. I didn't even, it wasn't like every day for a long period of time, because, he moves a lot in the bed and stuff. So it doesn't
Yeah.
always stay in place.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And I
Mm-hmm.
noticed a lot of progress with that because people look at him and they don't know he's autistic now.
Yeah.
They don't know it, but
Mm-hmm.
he is. Like, and you'll catch it if you're with him long enough. Certain things don't click, or his communication, he'll say something or something outright, like no filter, like
Yeah. Like,
'cause
man, that
you're,
person stinks.
yeah,
Or
like he
whatever.
just out there,
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I mean, when you're with him long enough, you right?
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, like I've seen a lot of progress. And I also believe too with all these quantum changes and timelines and intentions and the work being placed there. Um, so I think it just everything. But this I saw helped me a lot. So I can pass on his info. Um,
Yep.
and to say, oh, you made a cocktail for Massiel, and I'll remind him too that he put it on, like it almost looked like a circle, and then I just put it under the bed, like under his pillow,
Mm-hmm.
and he just he noticed things. He even told me like he never used to notice the way I speak, right? Like I don't speak the perfect English or like right. And I was walking with him and he goes, Mom, you're not speaking properly or something like that. I'm like, what? Where's it coming from? What? I'm like, but I was like, where did it just come from? And I remembered like, had put the thing and I was like, he did ask me something was different about my son. And then I was like, do you even know? Like, you didn't even know any of this stuff. Like,
Uh-huh.
you
Uh-huh.
wouldn't see, like, you just still notice those things like that. Or maybe they just see it, but they don't, it's not, right? It's like a bypass,
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because
That's cool.
I had switched him to a homeschooling school and it was there for like a half, I had to put him half a day because they didn't have the services there until I can get the services. But it was a homeschooling school, so they actually had homeschooling within the school.
Wow.
And I had to take him out, like he couldn't be there all day because the services weren't there.
Uh-huh.
And so it was a very difficult transition because you know how they are, they need redirection. And he
Yep.
didn't have that. He did
Yeah.
not have
Uh-huh.
direction, didn't have the support. He didn't have the support to be able to go into a separate room. So
Yeah.
every day during, like, I had to go during work in the middle of the day, and then we had to make it that he could only be there a few hours. And this is the first time he started going full day again.
Oh, good.
Like maybe less than half the year. Like it happened around January or so.
Mm-hmm.
That's more like full day with
That's better. Mm-hmm.
triggered. They get
Mm-hmm.
triggered. The kid they go up, but at least with him, like, he goes up, but I could bring him down pretty quickly. But it's about the management, right? Managing it. That's what I like about the ABA. It helps you manage yourself and learn the cues. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that's good. So he started getting in the ABA, and that helped a lot too. But I
Yeah.
would have to. Significant thing was that when he did that, and that was
Mm-hmm.
in the fall, he gave me that
Wow.
Tachyon device.
Well, that's helping. Mm-hmm. Helps kind of clear the
Yeah.
path or so, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
I think you could try it. I'm sure you'll see the benefits, whatever it is, you'll notice as a
Mm-hmm.
mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely so.
Mm.
So,
I
well,
think it's good
okay.
that you're grounding and helping with this, where we are here, but whatever we can do to help them with the integration process, right?
Definitely so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just one day at a time with it in a way too, though, huh? Like that. We don't get like rushed or overthink it. It's got to be a certain way. And, just one day at a time. So we notice the small things.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. It is.
Well, we're lucky to have them, and it's a beautiful
Yeah.
journey, and they're pure love, and
Yep.
we get to experience that with them.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
All right.
okay. Yeah. So I'll have a good night then, and
So
then
have a
I'll
good
talk to you
night.
in a few days.
Thank you. You got it.
Okay. Okay. Bye-bye.